screaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, unbelievable. What a start to our evening this evening. Dylan Perez singing the national anthem, and that was fantastic. Welcome back, everybody. 2 weeks in a row, 2 home run national anthems. Goosebumps for young Perez. He did a great job. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the Bakersfield, Californian pregame show. I'm Vance Palm, joined by Kenny Calvin on Bakersfield.com, and on radio, our partner is News Talk 1180 KERN, the Renegades tonight. About to kick off to Santa Monica, and I hope you enjoyed that pregame show. A lot of content in there. Kenny shared his views on last week and tonight. John Mettis from the Californian came in, shared his views on last week and tonight. And Kenny, before the kickoff, give us your final thoughts.
I want to see the offense open up. Definitely more consistent play on defense overall. Hopefully offense can match that intensity. Playing a team in Santa Monica who struggled last week. Let's see if we can take advantage.
Number 98, Antonio Garcia will be kicking off.
Antonio Garcia, Arvin, kicking off for our Renegades. And it's a beautiful, beautiful late summer wind coming through here. Yes, Mr. Sinatra, I'm talking to you.
Beautiful wind.
And we're underway. The Renegades kick off. The wind coming out of the west, but it's taken deep in the end zone, running out from the end zone, and runs into a bunch of Renegades. Great coverage.
Right away, great field position. Great kick by Arvin, getting it all the way to the end zone with the wind.
That was. So
Tackled by number 53.
just underway here.
And number 37.
Hear a little bit of wind. You can always kind of know when the breeze is coming through in Baco. You get a little bit of wind on our ambient sound, and I think it sounds nice. Trust me, I'd rather have a little wind in our mic than sweat dripping on them, Kenny.
I definitely agree with you, sir.
Starting quarterback for Santa Monica, number 8, Paul.
Okay, Paul Davis out of Los Angeles is behind center. Well, he's in the shotgun, but he's back. Off last week, back in now. 1st and 10, first snap from the line of scrimmage tonight. Davis throws out underneath, right below us. Not a bad way to start the game, and it's caught out there by number 23, Trevor Nafoa. Gain of about 3 yards.
Yeah, trips open set right away. And they throw that flare screen to the third receiver. Going to see a lot of that today.
They say he didn't get out of bounds. I thought he was definitely out of bounds, but they said no. Nafoa way down here below us on the left side of the line of scrimmage. Davis barking something out, and we have a timeout already called by Santa Monica. And then, you know, if your quarterback's in there week 1, then he's gone week 2. He's ineligible for a week, so he doesn't practice, and he comes back in, and on the second play from the line of scrimmage, they call a timeout. Obviously, there's some aggro in there.
Absolutely, especially when you gave up 69 points last week. I guess you want to get on the same page right away. 2nd and 6.
Well, that breeze really picking up now. It's turned into, I would say, actual wind.
Well, everybody was making jokes at me wearing my windbreaker when it was 90 degrees.
No, we were only making jokes at you last week. Not this week. Not this week. Only last week is when we were making fun of you.
Well, hey, when you start your broadcast career without bringing your jacket and you get rained on, you're going to make sure you got it.
You're so right, man. You're so right. At Moore Park, it was welcome, Kenny. Did you bring all this wet rain and mist with you? But Now it's just a stellar, beautiful, pristine evening here. Davis. Hand off. Oh, there's our guy, Jalen Simpkins, and it was handed off to Christopher Hirota.
Well, Vince, earlier you said as your player to watch, Jalen Simpkins, the first name out of your mouth, and right away, 4-yard tackle for a loss. Coach O'Brien loves that guy.
A big hit behind the line of scrimmage. And that brings up 3rd and 9, so they lose those yards they picked up in that first pass play, but the emphatic power hit that Simpkins puts on, it's more of a message sender than anything. Yeah, loss of 3, but it's like, hello, I'm here, and they better hurry up and get this play off. 1, and they do not. The flag, I was going to say, I don't think they get it off, so it's a delay of game. They're going to have to move it back 5 more yards, and Santa Monica not looking crisp so far.
And I like it.
DeBarge.
Did you know he lived in Bakersfield?
L?
Actually lived in Bakersfield.
Now you're talking about one of my favorite groups of all time. And guess who else loved DeBarge? It was his favorite.
Who was that?
Michael Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
Loved DeBarge. So we've had our first musical reference of the evening, and we're very early in the first quarter, and this is a tough situation here for Santa Monica. 3rd and 14 at their own 11. Davis in the shotgun, rolls right. He's in trouble, gets out of trouble for a second, and goes back into a lot more trouble. And hit and taken down out there by Jeremiah Johnson. So the Renegades are going to get the ball quickly here, and with the wind somewhat at their back, and no matter what, they've got Double Deuce back there waiting to return it. Cam Roberson, the sophomore out of Garces Memorial High School.
Cam the Rocket Roberson.
And he's standing at the Santa Monica 35-yard line.
Great opportunity for special teams to make a play early.
Everybody on the line except for Roberson. They come at it, and looks like he wants a shot at it. Gets it at the 42, makes 1 good move, 2 good moves. Roberson down the backside and gets shoved out of bounds at about the 21-yard line. So there was no thought of him fair catching. He was running that thing all the way.
The young man has a heart of a lion. 17-yard return. Renegades with some amazing field position. Couldn't ask for a better start.
Heart of a lion, speed of a cheetah. Yeah.
We're coming out in that pro shotgun set, Vance.
Chance Cooper way out on the right side of the line of scrimmage. He's down on the numbers, basically, on the 20-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 from the Santa Monica 20. Josh Medina rolls to his right, has a man on the flat, has a man open, and should have been caught, could have been caught. And I think he's the first person that would say, throw it to me again, I'll catch it. Luke Soto out of Tehachapi, a little low, but still, he's got good enough hands to make that catch.
Yeah, great call by Coach Dean, going play action. Had Ortiz in the flat. Linebacker stepped up to cover him, and you go to that second level for that crossing route from the tight end. Just missed.
Incomplete, 2nd and 10. Ortiz and Jones, 1 on each side. And I think we had some movement there.
Looks like a common theme.
Here's the white hat. Yeah, it's a false start on the Renegades. I think they're just so amped up. They're ready to go. When you hear a play called in the huddle, Kenny, and you know it's going to work, you've got to maintain that patience. But now they move it back, and it's 2nd and 15.
Got pro formation twins right.
On the left hash, over by the BC sideline, heading into the horseshoe, Shane Jones. The driller cuts up. Shane Jones to the 10. Shane Jones, touchdown, Renegades. Boom!
Mike Cuddy, Shane Jones takes the stretch sweep.
Beautiful move.
Left. Read option sweep through the 27 hole.
He had his first touchdown a couple of weeks ago against Mount Sac as a freshman in college, and now he gets one early in this football game. That was a beautiful cutback, and once he made the cut, once his cleats went in, it was over.
Yeah, he put that foot in the ground, got upfield, turned on that 3rd gear. Excited for Shane Jones. 3rd touchdown of the season in your 3rd game. Sounds like some promising future for this young man.
Nathan DeJager on for the PAT. It's up. and it looks good, and it's through, and the football bounces almost off the BC logo in the horseshoe. We'll stay here since we've just come back live. 7-0, Renegades up. Well, Kenny, it didn't hurt that the punt return started at the 40-yard line and ended at the 25, and after a couple of miscues, they still were able to pound it in pretty quickly.
Well, it's kind of one of the things we talked about in our first game, Vance. If we can run the football in the red zone, I believe we get more results more often. The last time we were in the red zone in the first game, we got a little bit pass happy. But, hey, if your running backs and your offensive line are doing that well, let them eat.
Tonight's coin toss was performed by none other than the great one, Stan Green, quarterback of the 1988 National Championship team, which we'll be honoring at homecoming later in October. Stan on the field with the coin toss. And here's a high booming kick again by Arvin right to the 2-yard line. And it's taken by Averett. So Averett, West Catholic Prep out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. A 6'4", 210-pound freshman, their return man. And he's not afraid of contact.
Oh, we got it. Corsair down. Big hit at the end of that by number 53, Jack Tobias. Reminds me of my old team for high school, Zach Tobias. I wonder if that's his kid.
JT came in with a big hit. Wow. Well, we have a Corsair down for a minute. Kenny, give us a chance to kind of recap the season. 2 weeks ago, we were down in Covina, and the Renegades took on a perennial powerhouse in Mount Sac. Come see, come sa, más o menos, a little bit good, a little bit of bad. It was an okay game, but we saw enough to know that, all right, we've got some stuff that we can utilize here. And then last week, a game where we had early dominance, looked really dominant, like, okay, we're going to work this El Camino squad, but not only did they stay tough, we made some mistakes. And, that's my quick recap. Your thoughts?
Well, you play a team like Mount Sac. They're traditionally top 10 ranked team. They're 2-0 now. They won last week. They have a goal set to be one of those playoff teams. We were on the outside looking in last year. We definitely had a shot, being 4-1 through the break. But like Coach Chudy said, we just want to take the opportunity to get better every week. We did some things in the first half to where it felt like we were getting a lot better on the offensive side of the football. But now, moving forward, I think we want to capitalize on this momentum. 12:08 left to play in the first quarter, already on the board. Let's see if we can keep counting up. Count it.
We'll take a break. We do have a Corsair that's being looked at by the medical staff. We'll be back in a moment here. 12:08 left in the first quarter. 7-0 BC over Santa Monica on Bakersfield.com and News Talk 1180 KERN.
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting validtix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College Athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gades!
It's Three-Way Chevrolet's first all-GM benefit car show. Saturday, October 6th, 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. on the lot at 4501 Weibel Road. All registration fees will benefit the Alliance Against Family Violence and Sexual Assault. Trophies awarded at 3 p.m. for Best Custom Paint, Best Build, and Best in Show. Music, prizes, and barbecue for sale to benefit the Centennial High School football program. Visit Three-Way Chevrolet or our Facebook page for more details and registration. Selection, savings, service, and family fun at Three-Way Chevrolet, your hometown.
Renegade fans, fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting validtix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing
Current
matters.
Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Current Schools is always a tap away. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College Athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gades!
Schools Federal Credit Union is here to be your lifelong financial partner. So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Kern Schools is here to help. And if you live in Kern County, then you can bank with us. See, we're local just like you. So what we accomplish together benefits our entire community. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting validtix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
For years, Current Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. That's right. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Current Schools is always a tap away. And did you know banking at Current Schools gives you access to over 30,000 ATMs nationwide? More than any big national bank can offer. Download the Co-op ATM Locator app to find an ATM near you. See, we're local, but we're local everywhere. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Chevrolet's first all-GM benefit car show, Saturday, October 6th, 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. on the lot at 4501 Weibel Road. All registration fees will benefit the Alliance Against Family Violence and Sexual Assault. Trophies awarded at 3 p.m. for Best Custom Paint, Best Build, and Best in Show. Music, prizes, and barbecue for sale to benefit the Centennial High School football program. Visit Three-Way Chevrolet or our Facebook page for more details and registration. Selection, savings, service, and family fun at Three-Way Chevrolet, your home.
Welcome back, everybody. Vance Palm, Kenny Calvin here at Bakersfield College, high atop the Dameron deck at Memorial Stadium. We have a stoppage of play on the kickoff return, and we're sorry we don't have a name or number for the injured Santa Monica player. He went down, and there were players around him, and from the moment that the players got up, there were medical staff around him, so I wasn't able to ascertain his name or number as of yet, but we have the Hall Ambulance crew there, the staff there, the medical staff. They have certainly made the decision that they're going to put him in the vehicle and take him to the hospital. The backup ambulance is making its way down University Avenue, is going to pull in here to have the second vehicle here, but a quiet standstill here at Memorial Stadium. The score is 7-0. Bakersfield College scored on their first series.
They need help being directed right now since we have this construction going. Hopefully there's someone that can communicate to them the appropriate way to get it back around to the field.
Well, it's quiet at everything here. Santa Monica, it didn't look like, a hit. I guess they never do, though, really. Do they ever look like the hit that, is that hit? But he is has been this. We've been probably at a standstill here for about 15 minutes. And because of all the construction and the parking changes, they're working on getting the second ambulance down here. When one takes a player to the hospital, another one has to be here on the field. So again, 7-0 is the score. Bakersfield up by a touchdown. And what we'll do is we'll step away for just a minute or two, and we'll come back and hope we'll have some live action. But most important, we hope this young student athlete is okay. Back in a moment on Bakersfield.com.
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing
While your
matters.
financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Valitix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
For years, Current Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. That's right. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Current Schools is always a tap away. And did you know banking at Current Schools gives you access to over 30,000 ATMs nationwide? More than any big national bank can offer. Download the Co-op ATM Locator app to find an ATM near you. See, we're local, but we're local everywhere. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gades!
It's Three-Way Chevrolet's first all-GM benefit car show. Saturday, October 6th, 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. on the lot at 4501 Weibel Road. All registration fees will benefit the Alliance Against Family Violence and Sexual Assault. Trophies awarded at 3 p.m. for Best Custom Paint, Best Build, and Best in Show. Music, prizes, and barbecue for sale to benefit the Centennial High School football program. Visit Three-Way Chevrolet or our Facebook page for more details and registration. Selection, savings, service, and family fun at Three-Way Chevrolet, your hometown dealer.
Federal Credit Union is here to be your lifelong financial partner. So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools is here to help. And if you live in Kern County, then you can bank with us. See, we're local just like you. So what we accomplish together benefits our entire community. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Three-Way Chevrolet's first all-GM benefit car show. Saturday, October 6th, 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. on the lot at 4501 Weibel Road. All registration fees will benefit the Alliance Against Family Violence and Sexual Assault. Trophies awarded at 3 p.m. for Best Custom Paint, Best Build, and Best in Show. Music, prizes, and barbecue for sale to benefit the Centennial High School football program. Visit Three-Way Chevrolet or our Facebook page for more details and registration. Selection, savings, service, and family fun at Three-Way Chevrolet, your hometown dealership.
Think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters. It's hard to think about winter with the
Welcome back. You know, definitely a game we love, but unfortunately every now and then we have injuries. Hopefully the young man's okay as he's being loaded into the Hall ambulance.
Well, that's tough to see. And
second drive of the game, their second opportunity with the football after the kickoff. 12:08 to play in the first quarter. Renegade started with some great momentum. Hopefully this doesn't thwart that.
Kenny, the young gentleman that is being tended to and he'll be taken to the hospital is Dejon Everett, the freshman out of West Catholic Prep from Philly that we had mentioned earlier. Had a good return going, and then he just was. It was a high impact hit by Tobias, and they are going to be transporting him off of the grounds. And the second ambulance is now here, so we can start play.
Yeah, great job by campus security and staff getting the ambulance.
Yeah, you get a call to come to the school, and the normal arteries that they're normally used to working with where the roads are shut down, so they were escorted in. So now, with a second ambulance here to take over for the first one, we'll get back to playing some football here. We've been stalled here. It's 12:08 left in the first quarter. Renegades up by a touchdown.
Disappointing for Santa Monica. You're coming off a tough loss. You know, and second drive of the game, you get one of your players being hauled off in an ambulance. You got to wonder what the spirit of the rest of the team is going to be like.
I can tell you, looking at the Renegades, Jalen Simpkins walking the sidelines talking to his Renegades. He's knocking them all on the shoulder pads and the helmet like it's time to go, it's time to play.
You know what? I saw Jalen Simpkins' grandma in my office one day this week. She was so excited about watching them play. She's the mom of my teammate Jerome Simpkins. I sent her the broadcast so she can rewatch it. Got some great parents out there, great parental support, making great student athletes.
Absolutely, Kenny. Okay, so looks like players are about to go back onto the field. It'll be 1st and 10 for Santa Monica at their own 24-yard line, and they will start this series again against this Renegade defense that's hungry, ready to go, and both training staffs are having their players jog a little bit and sprint a little bit from the sideline to the hash just to get their blood pumping again, get the legs working. It's been a good 30 minutes already. We should be well into the second quarter, but it's been a long, long delay as Dejon Everett will be taken to one of the local hospitals here and be looked at.
Being led by the great Keith Ford.
Wow.
Yeah, so Vance, let's talk high school. Did you work any games yesterday?
Last night I had Independence at Frontier.
Oh, they got their first W versus Frontier in history.
I'll tell you what, yeah, and it was great. Coach Tyler Shellhobble has got a nice offensive scheme. Very good set of weapons to use. Independence is loaded up. They've got Denweed at running back. They have Duluth, who was our player of the game. They have this Sergio Bareilles, the quarterback, who just did a great job there. And Frontier is a really good football team as well. So it was a very close game down to the last couple of minutes of the game, and it was close and it was tight. I called it with Rich Cornford, and Rich met his dad last night, and he's looking forward to watching his son play tonight. You know, we started that Kern High Network 2 years ago at Frontier High School when we hosted Aurora Grande, and the player of the game, the Tony's Pizza player of the game, was Rich's son, who's now a Bakersfield College Renegade. So we talked a little bit of Renegade last night, talked a little bit of football about BC and what to expect at this time of the year. Right now, they just want to get back on the field, and the coaching staff has the Renegades running, sprint, staying healthy, staying active, and the officials are back out and they look ready to go. They're in play.
He back there stretching himself.
Oh, well, I would too. Well, if you're just getting to us, welcome to Bakersfield.com and News Talk 1180 KERN. I'm Vance Palm. I've got Kenny Calvin with me. We've had a delay in the game. 12:08 still left in this first quarter. We've been here already for a bit, and it's because of an injured Corsair that has just been driven off the premises to a hospital. So now the whistles have blown. They're calling for the Santa Monica offense to get onto the field, and they trail 0-7. Looks like we're ready to go.
First and 10 from the 24 for Santa Monica. Renegades in that classic 40 even front. Three deep safety look. So our single high safety look.
Davis stands on the far hash next to the BC sidelines. They're heading directionally into the city south. A run play, and it's handed to Christoph Hirota. And he picks up 4 yards. Not a bad get off there for Hirota.
Zone read through the 26 hole. About a 2-yard gain.
This Renegade defense starting to shape up, starting to get into that form that they have created over the last 50 years. Tough, hard-nosed, right-in-your-face defense. And it doesn't look any different this year. It looks nice. Second and 7. High snap. Davis drops back, flushed out of the pocket, runs to the right side up along the BC sideline, fires one, and it is low and incomplete. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 7. Great pressure out there. The big fellas from the front line were all over him, and he finally had to fling it out and get out of there. You know, some of that pressure is getting put on by Holden Williams out of Taft Union.
Great job getting pressure, but he gives up contain, and they avoid the sack.
Simpkins agrees, goes up and pats Williams on the head. Said, nice work, big fella. 6'4", 280. But here's a long 3rd and 7.
Trips open set for Santa Monica.
Davis has one back there with him. Davis has time, steps up the pocket. Oh, for a second I thought it was picked off by Jalen. It went past Jalen, but it's incomplete. It was intended out there for Christopher Nickerson.
That almost bounced into Jeremiah's hands for his 3rd pick of the season.
And another pick 6 2 weeks in a row. Doesn't get it, but now the Renegades again will get the football back. This time Cam Roberson stands pretty much midfield.
Yeah, and it's still very early. You know, if you look at the body language on Santa Monica right now, it kind of seems like they know they're going to be in for a long night.
Well, they are. Here comes the punt. Roberson quickly calls for fair catch, and it'll be at their own 42-yard line. So 7-0, BC leads. They're going to get the ball back on the far hash. They're heading directionally right into the arc of the horseshoe with the BC logo and the big American flag and the cannon is into the northeast. It's a beautiful, perfect late summer evening. Next time we're on the air next week, it'll be autumn. We'll be calling a football game in autumn, Kenny. Dun, 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 dun.
Can't wait to get down to that beach.
We start off this series with Elijah Ortiz. He cuts up midfield, and he's already at the 39-yard line. So a big gain of 20 yards by Elijah Ortiz. And here comes that Stockdale Mustang.
27 power out of that RPO read option look. We're going a little tempo right now as we go trips right.
And DeCarlos Frazier out of Shiloh from Atlanta, Georgia, way down here in the split wide receiver spot. But they give it to Ortiz again. Ortiz has a ton of space. He cuts back upfield. Oh, runs over almost. Well, he hammers the DB. And Ortiz pretty much took dead aim at Antonio Hill, and Antonio Hill was hanging on for dear life after Ortiz drilled him and took him for 3 more yards. Got the tackle, but paid the price. Now he's got to deal with Cam Roberson on a quick tempo. Handoff to Ortiz right up the middle. Flags on the play, and a gain of 9, but the flag went up immediately. And we see Blaine Brown, one of the Brown brothers out of Garces, is down, and he's holding his left leg, I guess. Oh, boy.
Yeah, and I didn't see what happened. I'm wondering if that's a defensive penalty in the trenches or...
Well, the score is 7-0. We will take a break, and we'll be back here on Bakersfield.com. Renegades up by a touchdown. Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting validtix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you.
Is back up. Blaine Brown back up. We're back. It's 2nd and 1. Brown up on his own. That's good to see. Medina stands in the shotgun. Hands the ball off to Ortiz. Ortiz That time, the Corsairs did a fine job of keeping him contained, and he loses a yard or two. If anything, they did not give him a gain, that's for sure. So 3rd and 1, 10 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Ball's on that far hash up along the BC sidelines. The wind is substantial now. That flag is blowing pretty good. Medina hands off to Ortiz. Ortiz, he might get caught from behind. Can you believe this, Kenny? He doesn't get the first down. He's brought for another loss. It's going to be 4th and short here.
I think this is a period of time where we go for it, being that we got funny wind, and it looks like we're going to as Shane Jones comes in. We're 4th and 2.
The Corsairs
got Santa Monica backs against the wall. Let's go ahead and spread it out.
Who's that big dude for them? That is Hassan Anthony. 6'1", 260.
Wildcat, Vince.
Oh, we talked about it, Kenny. We thought it may happen. Shane Jones looks for some blocks from Ortiz. He gets a block from Ortiz. Look at the vision from Shane. And he gets the first down to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal from the 7. Let's not discount the fact that Elijah Ortiz opened up a beautiful hole there. And Shane's vision, shiftiness, patience, and at the end, the surge of power. 1st and goal, Renegades from the 7. That was beautiful.
Man, just like we talked about, Coach Dean going to his gadget trick plays, bringing in Shane Jones for
Here's
the
the thing,
Wildcat.
Casey. If it's Shane Jones that you're hiking a while, it's not even a gadget play. It's more like, here we come. It's more like, hey. So now they give it to Elijah Ortiz. He gets the touchdown. He's in. Renegade score. Boom.
How about the job of the big guys up front? Number 62, Andrew Magana. 5'9", 210, out of you-know-where, Drillerland. And also, son of my teammate, Eamon Sully Sullivan, with the great job up front. Offensive line putting in work. Tanner Neal as well. You know, just a great job. Nobody even touched him for 4 yards. And this is the start we needed, barring the injuries. Renegades up 13-0 with 8:46 remaining to play in the first quarter. I think I smell 50 tonight.
DeJager's PAT right through the middle. 14-0. Renegades up early here in the first quarter. 8:46 remaining. Talked to John Mettis in the pregame show, and
The medicine man, I like that one, man. Ooh, that's gonna stick.
Wow, he's attempting to deflect it that he's heard it before. And I said, hey, well, whoever you think is going to get the royalties, they're out. They're done. So we talked to John Mattis a little bit in the pregame show and kind of got his take and talking with Coach Chudy. And Coach Chudy was honest. He was transparent. The article says it. Look, rarely does a coach ever mention, things that are a little too overconfident. But Coach Chudy's expecting a breakout night from the offense, and it's already started to happen. 14-0. Here comes the kickoff. Last kickoff that Santa Monica had, they had a player that taken to the hospital about 20 minutes ago. So here comes the next return, and it is Jaden McBride out of Westchester High School in Los Angeles, and he gets it up to the 20-yard line, 18-yard line.
I had some Renegade teammates that played at Westchester as well back in our days in the 90s.
It's a beautiful campus right next to the beach, wedged up by Venice. Great film school, great surfing school. I remember when I played them in basketball when I was playing for the Renegades, it was always a bruising game. Super talented kids that you go to UNLV and Fresno State.
Nice.
Here we go. 1st and 10. Paul Davis behind center. It's a run play and stretch out here to the near side. Nothing really happening. And nice work out there. Good tackle by Che Zuniga. Che Zuniga out of Ridgeview.
Yeah, great job by number 9. Fanu Maui as well. Filling from that strong safety position.
They gave him 1, 2nd and 9.
Look like he's playing the nickel position.
There's nobody back there with Paul Davis. He's all alone. Receivers everywhere. Renegades show 4 up front. That's what they stay with. Quick fire from Davis to the 27-yard line. He's going to be 1 yard short. He can't believe the spot. He thought for sure that the reception was enough for the first down, but they say no. It's a quick fire, and I think if Santa Monica's going to do anything tonight, that's what it's going to have to be. One step and fire.
Absolutely, and I want to apologize to Fano Maui and get that name right. I've been to Hawaii a few times.
3rd and 1. Looks like Renegades are bringing everybody this time. Davis behind center, and the Renegades do. They stretch it out. Well, I think they're going to pick up the first down, maybe more. That's a nice run play by
we got a late flag, though.
Christoph Hirota. And the ball hit the ground, and Justin Harrington went jogging towards the BC sidelines with it in his hand like it was just a foregone conclusion that it was Renegade ball. But there's yellow on the field, too.
Yeah, they look pretty confident that was out early. I need to get some cameras on the ground, get some replay going.
He was jogging off the field with the ball in his hand. Can't believe it. And the young man out of Southeast Raleigh, North Carolina, holding on the Corsairs after that nice first down run, so that'll take it back a bunch.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because a hold happened after they got the first down, so we're going to see. We're going to replay that 3rd down. Sometimes it's a spot foul, and it may be a first down.
It will be 3rd and 5. So they have to march it back to the 23-yard line. 7:15 in county left here in this first quarter. Our halftime guest tonight, the Red Carpet halftime show brought to you by Carpet Outlet Plus, will be the athletic director for Bakersfield College, Sandy Taylor. Looking forward to Sandy.
Boss.
She normally starts off the season with us first interview, but there was some guy named Mike Waffle that we brought on first.
Delay of game.
They just got it off, screenplay, and that's going to be a first down. A nice play, big hit at the end of it, but that's a first down. They just got that snap off, Kenny.
Yes, they did. Great job.
In the .0000001 or point whatever 5.
Huge conversion for Santa Monica because you kick the ball back to us with 6 to go in the first quarter. It's going to be a long night. Nonetheless, spread formation. Now they're going back into trips.
Everybody on the right side of the line of scrimmage, receivers included, one back there with them. That's where they go. It's a handoff, and it's a great tackle in the open field. Really nice job out there by Monte Robinson out of Centennial. And that would have been a much, much bigger gain.
Yeah, he saved us about 30 yards on that tackle right there. Great job. 2nd and 7. Santa Monica looking to use some momentum.
They're on the near hash, Kenny. They're right down below us. Got a good look at this offense. Paul Davis dropped straight back. Has some time. Flicks one out. Oh, had a running back wide open. And it was bobbled by Christoph Hirota. That would have been awfully close to a first down with his momentum. He had some real estate there, but he drops the ball incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 7 from their own 34. 5:52 remaining here in this first quarter.
One thing I'm noticing about Santa Monica, they're doing a great job adjusting to our pressure and going with some screen plays because we've been in the backfield every snap.
You're right. Renegades in their home red, all red from top to bottom. Santa Monica, bright blue pants, white top, blue helmets. Davis. 4 rush him, and 1 comes right at him, and he...
Great play!
Renegades, they strip him, and they get it.
Boy.
And that is Ricky Lung. Hey, why? Because
why.
Ricky Lung Y said. And I'll tell you what, Davis almost got through. He was almost through and on to scamper for a first down, but at the very last second, Ricky reaches up as he's on the ground on his knees and strips the ball. 1st and 10 Renegades at the Santa Monica 30, and the Corsairs thought they had something going, and Ricky Lung says, huh?
Well, VP,
why?
I got to say, 2 of your 3 players to watch so far playing a fantastic first quarter. And Jalen Simpkins and Ricky Lang. Why?
Medina, BC quarterback, stands at the 35, drops straight back, fires one to the far pylon. Here it comes, and it is
touchdown.
Oh, dropped it. The contact of the fall, Cam Roberson, the ball popped out, but let's talk about the toss. Oh, my goodness. Josh Medina from the 40-yard line put a perfectly spun spiral right on the money in the back pylon, and Cam had it for a moment, but the contact of hitting the ground, the ball popped up, and couple thousand Renegade fans did what we did. Oh, 2nd and 10. Medina now hands it off to Elijah Ortiz. Ortiz thought he was going to cut back. Flag right in the middle of all the action, right where the referee would normally 99 out of 100 times call holding.
Yeah, it looked like they caught number 70 with his hand in the cookie jar.
Oh, the big fella got caught, Eamon Sullivan.
Big Sully.
We don't have the microphone tonight on the white hat. That's always a plus to get the insight, but the legendary public address announcer below us, Carl Bryan, able to decipher.
Yeah, I had a chance to meet with Carl one day before the game, and it was so funny because it was the first time I've seen him in the stands my whole life. It was the scrimmage.
Oh, right. Hello, Kenny. How are you tonight? 2nd and 20 now. Medina drops back, has a ton of time. Floats one out, and it's caught by Cooper. Cooper's wrapped up and still not thrown down. 4 or 5 Corsairs can't get him to the ground. The whistles blow, and Medina had a good amount of time to take a look and survey the land. And I think, Kenny, this will be just so great for his confidence to be able tonight to not have to hurry, not have to rush, not have to be, like Josh Allen tomorrow for the Buffalo Bills. He's going to be on the run.
Yeah, he's
3rd and 17. In motion, LeBron Austin, and a toss over to Shane Jones. Can Shane get the first down? He knows where the markers is.
Great
he stays
vision.
in bounds. Oh, big hit. Shane Jones knew where the marker was, so he was going to try to make something of it, but I'll tell you what, he ran into Jordan Lawrence out of West Mecklenburg, New Rochelle, New York, and the New Yorker and Shane Jones met each other right there. That's a big hit.
Yeah, he got about 9, though, and puts us in a position to keep going for it. I like Coach's mentality tonight. And we're back in that Wildcat. I'm calling this the Renegade.
Shane Jones takes it. Will it be an option pitch? It is! Oh! Ortiz still in bounds, and he gets knocked out at about the 8-yard line, and Shane Jones hung on to that ball like an NFL QB. I mean, he took the Wildcat snap. Ortiz backed away, hung out. The relationship stayed perfect throughout everything. Jones knew the contact was coming, kicked it over to Elijah, and Elijah scampers to a first down, Kenny.
Oh, I got goosebumps watching that play. The development of Coach
Carl Dean.
I'm still breathtaking.
Man, that was a beautiful Wildcat pitch option orchestrated by Shane Jones. Now they give it to Ortiz. He dances amongst a couple of linebackers, gets up to the 1-yard line. So there's something new in the offense that our fans can kind of grab onto and say, hey, Medina's dropping dimes in the corner from 50 yards out. Shane Jones is taking the Wildcat. Shane Jones' Wildcat pitch option to Elijah Ortiz.
Wow.
All of a sudden, these defenses are having to figure things out here. 2nd and goal from the 1. Ortiz gets in. Renegade touchdown. Boom!
Well, I got to tell you, Vance, to see Coach Dean's offense open up in this fashion with the running game in the red zone is something that's making me feel fantastic. Because if you go back and watch our first broadcast, that was one of the most frustrating things, watching us get down there and start spreading out and passing the football when our offensive line is putting in work and moving guys around. Let the big guys eat.
That's the voice of Kenny Calvin, my partner, co-pilot, and here comes the PAT by DeJager. Nice snap, nice hold. It's up, and it is through. So it's 21-0. BC up in the first quarter over Santa Monica. Hope you're enjoying this on Bakersfield.com and News Talk 1180 back right after this.
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
While your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football. 21-0. Renegades up.
I like it.
Kickoff. Into the horseshoe. Taken at the 3-yard line.
Ooh! My little Cuddy just blew him up. Oh my goodness.
Damaris Heron lowered the bazoom.
Wow.
I didn't even get to describing what happened. It was just,
man, we heard that one all the way back on Clifton Street where Grandma Odessa's house was at.
That was one big hit.
Wow.
The return man.
Boy.
And we're laughing as fans.
Yes.
It's a snicker as a fan. We're not laughing at anybody other than the fact that Damaris Heron absolutely lowered the boom on the return man. And Hirota, that was a nice little move. He hopped for an extra 2 yards. But that hit right there, if any of our local affiliates were down in that corner.
Well, Vance, one of the things I like about that hit is the officials allowed the play to happen. No flags. It's okay to allow guys to get hit in the game of football every now and then.
I agree wholeheartedly. That was and that was one right there. Damaris Heron with the hit of the year so far.
Oh my goodness.
Anybody listening on radio was like, what happened? What? Tell me what? Huge hit. 2nd and 8 for the Corsairs. Paul Davis in the shotgun, strong right side. Takes a look at his left side, fires one, and that's not bad. Oh, just had to get over. He had to get it out of the reach of Monty Robinson. The Centennial Goldenhawk was roaming around there to pick that off, but still the height different there. Christian Aragon is 6'1", and Monty Robinson's 5'9", so they were trying to lob it up down here to the near side.
Well, one thing I'm noticing, Vance, is there's been a shift in personnel in the secondary. You know, from our corners perspective, we got 2 new starting corners out there, and right now they're holding their own. Great job by Robinson forcing them out of bounds with positioning.
3rd and 8 on their own 17. Davis starting to hear the footsteps. Davis gets out of bounds at the 20-yard line, and he was almost caught from behind. And the effort to get him from behind Che Zuniga enough to keep them from getting the first down, and they're going to have to punt.
Well, it's just exactly like Coach Chudy said. You know, we knew Santa Monica was going to be a team where we can possibly get up early, but watching the execution on both sides of the football is exciting right now, and I'm excited to see what Cam can do if this punter doesn't keep punting as great as he's doing, because he's putting some air under it.
Speaking of punters, we may or may not see Carson Olivas tonight. Cam Roberson stands inside the 50 at the 45-yard line for Santa Monica. The Renegades come after it, almost get it. A bad punt, and the ball goes out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Not a very good punt, but the punter knew he was under duress. He had 3 Renegades coming at him hard and heavy.
Yeah, and he tried to fake a little roughing at the end.
Well, he's got to do what he's got to do. He's got to do what he's got to do.
I'll teach acting classes too. Twins right. We got the powerhouse backfield pro formation with Jones and Elisha Ortiz. Might be the best backfield in the conference. I'm going to go ahead and say that.
They start with Jones. Jones cuts back up midfield at the 30. Jones still on his foot to the 24-yard line. Listen, that crowd over on that side at the Renegade side, all I'm hearing is ooh and ah and oh and ooh. And it's Shane Jones, everybody. Freshman out of Bakersfield High School.
Drillers.
They come right back on the line of scrimmage. No huddle. Jones on the right hip of Medina. Elijah Ortiz on the left hip of Medina. They give it to Ortiz. Ortiz quickly cuts back up against the grain, and he picks up about 6 yards to the 12-yard line of Santa Monica. 1:45 and counting here in the first quarter. Renegades up 21-0.
VP, if you notice our technique, we're going pro formation with a tight end. We're not doing things pretty. We're doing old school football right now. Power left, power right.
DeCarlos Fraser and Cam Roberson out here. Medina takes his choice, takes a look, fires one, and it is caught for a touchdown. Is it?
Touchdown.
Is it?
Touchdown.
Is it? No, they say incomplete.
Oh.
The official back by the goalpost had the best view of it, and he jumped on it quickly and said a little too low for Cam to scoop that up. But Medina showing such poise, most certainly when he runs to his right.
Boy, he put it on the line, too, right there. I thought it was a dangerous throw, but he put it where his receiver could get it, and him only. Twins right, pro formation, split backs.
Thank you, Kenny. 3rd and 3. Roberson in the slot again. Frazier way out here. This time they give it to Shane. Jones cuts back up, another cut, a 3rd cut, a 4th cut. Lowers the boom at the 4-yard line. 1st and goal from the 4.
How about the blocking job by Mr. Ortiz? And this just goes to show the unselfish nature of our backs.
And good to see Blaine Brown back up, not only back up, but running out there with those speedy running backs. 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. Medina stands in the shotgun on the far hash, hands the ball to Ortiz. Ortiz gets tripped up at the 1-yard line, doesn't get in. Not a bad hit. They put a good hit on him. If you can keep Elijah Ortiz out of the end zone from the 5-yard line, that's a good hit.
Yes, it was. You know, I just love the mentality of our football team right now. You know, we're not getting in 3 wide. We're going regular personnel and running the football downhill.
So Shane Jones, the lone back on Medina's left hip on a 2nd and goal from the 1. Medina could take it in himself, but they give it to Shane, and Shane jogs in. Touchdown, Renegades. Boom! Ooh, and I like it. Touchdown, 27-0, Renegades.
Well, you know, I might not sound as excited as I usually am because we haven't been able to put guys away, and I don't want to get too happy too early, but couldn't ask for a better quarter. 27 points waiting on El Capitan D. Jager to put this through to make it 28-0 with 29 seconds left to play under the most beautiful sunset of the year.
It's up and it's good. We'll stay here. We're close to the quarter break. We'll hang out for a second. 29 seconds remains, and it's 28-0 Bakersfield College Renegades. And if you're a Renegade fan, you're loving what you're seeing. If you're a Corsair fan, you're starting to ask questions about the future and what's going to happen here, because they're up against a good Renegade team who is hungry and ready to show their skills and their talents. You said it last week about Cam Roberson when he was back returning a punt against El Camino. He's chomping at the bit to do something of significance, and so is Shane, so is Elijah, so is Josh. Everybody's wanting to make something happen here early in the season, and tonight's a perfect night.
And think about that. That's just a testament of how balanced our offense is that our best weapon through the air hasn't had an opportunity to get jiggy with it.
Ball bobbled and then picked up, and Raymond Washington out of Diego Rivera Communications Tech School in Los Angeles. That doesn't really roll off the tongue most of the time in a football game, but they will have the ball back as the orange sherbet sun is going to dip below those Kalinga Mountains.
Beautiful night. Crowd could always be greater, but great to see those stands. Parents out there, great to get the support from the Booster Club. Sent us that food up here. Ooh, man, mouth watering. Was that Manning on the grill down there?
Yeah, Coop had to threaten him. Woo! So this is for KCMVP. And he's like, so what? He goes, get him some food. Manning said, you got it. Oh! Pass thrown out on a 1st and 10. Davis overthrows his receiver, most likely intentionally, because he could see out there that Fanu Maui and Nickerson waiting for it. Monty Robinson also, so second. And guess who's on the field finally? Number 7.
Wow. First Mario Solario sighting.
Didn't see him in the first 3 or 4 possessions for Santa Monica. Now we see him. And he's barking orders. Didn't take him long. He is right over the football as well. Solario, they pick him up. It's a pitch over here to this left side. Some nice blocking out there. And the flag on the play. I wonder if it's going to be a holding call. I don't know. We'll see.
Close to a horse collar, too.
Yeah, but I think that flag came out before the horse collar was even in play yet. So the wide receiver was down there trying to seal that edge or trying to give his running back some space along the sidelines. And I think he was holding Alex Bolden. We'll see.
Yeah, I believe you. Because Alex should have kept contained right there. And as he moved to step with that right foot and turn him back in, that was exactly the call, holding on that outside edge. You know, and Coach O'Brien talked about his outside linebackers and his defensive ends and said how they've stepped up. And I've actually seen that as well. You know, Mr. Thomas down there, you know, doing a great job keeping the edge. And that was a real problem for us last year, especially against some of the teams that we'll see later on in the year.
2nd and 12. Don't think they'll get the playoff with 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and that's it for the first quarter. 26-0. The Renegades over the Corsairs. We're going to go into the second quarter right after this break on Bakersfield.com and News Talk 1180 KERN.
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
While your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Valitix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
For years, Current Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. That's right. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Current Schools is always a tap away. And did you know banking at Current Schools gives you access to over 30,000 ATMs nationwide? More than any big national bank can offer. Download the Co-op ATM Locator app to find an ATM near you. See, we're local, but we're local everywhere. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
W.A. Thompson.
Game.
Look at this.
25-yard scamper across the 40. It's going to be 1st and 10, Santa Monica.
Lynch mob. Stephen Lynch up here. Paul Davis, 20 yards passing for the Corsairs. Shane Jones, wow.
11 carries, 80 yards in the first quarter.
Looking at some of these Steve Lynch statistics. 1st and 10, Corsairs on a big gain. Now they float one up down here the sidelines and well guarded out there, well defended by the Renegades. Monty Robertson saying, try me again, please.
That's exactly what I talked about earlier with Monty Robinson. Just using his positioning to cover guys. Sometimes you're not going to be able to make a play on the ball, but if you're in the right position, put your shoulder into their chest and drive them on the out. Trips, or no, they're going empty. Actually, trips open set.
They're on the near hash right below us, heading into the horseshoe, a draw play, and it's fumble. Ball's on the ground, picked up by the Renegades.
Boy, I'll tell you, you couldn't ask for a better first half of defense. Great pursuit and penetration by number 43 of the Renegades.
Yeah, the big hit was put on by Elijah Chester, but guess who picks up the ball? He comes in the game for 1 or 2 series, and it's Mario. So Solario gets the fumble recovery after the big hit up front by Elijah Chester out of Bakersfield Christian. He's a freshman, so Coach Bolton has to love what he sees there. All of a sudden, it's 1st and 10, and just as Santa Monica thought they were putting something together, wow. The Renegades right below us now heading towards downtown Bakersfield. They give it to Cam Roberson around the far end. He's up along the BC sidelines, and he's brought down after about a 6-yard gain. He ran from this side of the field to that side of the field in motion, and by the time that football was in his hand, it was in perfect stride, and the Santa Monica Corsairs were doing everything they could just to shove him out of bounds.
Yeah, jet sweep out of the read option look. We'll go back to the trip set.
It's a draw play. And it's given to Ortiz. Oh, Elijah putting some unbelievable moves on it. Elijah Ortiz high-stepping it down the sidelines after he made a couple of cuts that were legendary. How good is that Stockdale Mustang?
And how great is our backfield and offensive line right now? We had 150 first quarter yards on the ground, and that was another 20 to 30 by Mr. Ortiz.
No huddle offense. Medina quickly puts the ball in Shane Jones' hand. Shane's got some room. He's got a lot of room. He cuts back in. Touchdown, Renegade, Shane Jones. Boom.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm not going to get tired of it.
Boom.
He had 11 carries for 81 yards in the first quarter. That last one was for about another 12, so big game from the offense. And we're just getting started, guys. It's 13:22 left in the first quarter as we finally get Vance's boom.
They had to go to the store to get some more gunpowder. They said, hey, we'll be back.
Well, hey, you couldn't ask for a better presentation of Renegade football. To everybody listening on Current News Talk 1180 and watching on Bakersfield.com, how you like us now?
35-0 is the score. I'm Vance Paul. I've got Kenny Calvin next to me. Right next to me is Chris, Luis, and Diana handling everything on this high-tech table. Joshua handling one camera, and our good friend Christian down below getting another angle. Coop is here, our spotter. He's trying to figure out if these UCLA Bruins are still in it or out of it. Who knows?
It's going to be all right, Coop.
13:22 left in this first half, and right now it is a 35-0 score. The Renegades all over the Corsairs. Dare I ask, Kenny, do we see Josh Moran tonight?
It'd be great to see some twos from all over the place.
Bakersfield High School driller, quarterback. I called a lot of his games for high school, and here comes the kickoff. And it's going to be taken at the 12-yard line. And I'm not. What happened was one of the return man, Tekedrian Veal out of Venice, called a fair catch.
I was looking at the other guy.
And the other dude rolled in and took off with it.
Yeah, he had his own plan.
He said, hey, I said, great signal you're putting up there, that whole fair catch thing. I'm gone. And so the referee said, hey, whoa. This was fair catch call at the 13-yard line. So the special team coach having a quick word with his guys. Hey, look, man, if the dude that it's going to waves it off, you can't just take off with it. As my buddy Claw Hallam used to say, that's a great move if you get away with it. They did not. Carl O'Brien repeating that tonight. So 1st and 10, 13-yard line for the Corsairs. 13:20 remaining here in this first half. It's all BC so far. Paul Davis behind center. A run play. They stretch it out to the far left side, and what a great job.
Tackle.
And it was Hirota trying to get loose and get out there, but another great play by Stephen Marks. Marks able to keep that play stretched to the very end of the sideline. You kept thinking that Hirota was going to cut up, but he couldn't.
That was an amazing play. You know, I actually talked, to Stephen Figures actually, and I talked to his mom about that lucky number 23. And this is the first game that I'm actually seeing him get multiple run at that corner position. So, great job by the DBs.
2nd and 8. Hirota was able to get 2 yards out of that. Davis right across the middle. That's a good play. Finds his man. And it is complete for a first down right across the middle.
Yeah, quick pop pass.
Akili Warren Jr. with the catch out of St. Bernard High School. And first down, they move the chains.
And they needed that. You know, I've definitely, I'm pro Renegade all day, but you want to see guys give their best effort on both sides of the football. Santa Monica really struggling right now. Finally gets to move the chains.
Davis behind center. 2 backs behind him. Renegades look like they want to bring everybody, so it's a quick pitch out to the far side. And Hirota, and a nice play. Good hit out there initially by Devon Zinn. Zinn with a hit.
And that pursuit by the Renegades
that's nice.
is
that's
fantastic because I swore that was about an 8-yard gain.
Yeah, but you watch Elijah. You're thinking Elijah and Shane and Christoph Hirota not able to make that move upfield because of the edge being sealed by the Renegades. 2nd and 7.
40 even front for the Renegades. 2 deep safeties for the first time in a while.
Draw play up the middle, and they get a few yards out of it, enough to move the marker up to the 35-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 3.
You know, and I keep going back to this. Talking to Coach O'Brien, we had many hours in the film room as co-coaches, you know, and have an opportunity to check in with him and just hear where he feels the defense is. Feels great because I thought we were playing pretty well, and the results speak for themselves.
3rd and 3. Davis wants to throw. He's in trouble. Look out. He might get rid of it if he still can. He does. Oh, wow, that was almost a catch. He flung it over here to the near side while he was being held onto. And he was he was going down. He was being hung onto by Che Zuniga, and he flung it over here below us, and it was almost caught for an improbable first down, but it fell. And Christoph Nickerson almost grabbed that out of the air. That would have been an unbelievable first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Well, I'll tell you this, Vance. One thing Coach Caldine won't get tired of is the opportunity to run offensive plays because it gives him a chance to keep lubing up that machine.
4th and 3. Robertson stands on his 40. The whistle blows, and they did not get that call off, that punt off in time.
When it rains, it pours.
Ay. So Cam Robertson will move up 5 yards. Now he's hovering around his own 45-yard line, the Garces Memorial superstar.
I bet one will go to the house today.
One of these community college players out here in the western United States, that potential all-state player, Cam Robertson.
Brother of the Dodger Garces baseball star. He's like, hey, Ken, I'm the big brother. Talk about me.
Robertson has not lifted his hand yet. Now he does. Calls for a fair catch at the 36-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 Renegades at their own 36.
And one thing we used to do when we were rolling teams in the 90s, being up 30-plus, you know, some of the second-string guys would be upset that they wouldn't be able to get into the game yet. But our coaches were like, hey, it's still early. Just because we're doing well don't mean that we're just going to call off the dogs. We still got execution to do.
Couldn't agree more, Kenny. But they're going to get in tonight.
We will get them in.
Josh Medina, the quarterback for the Renegades, stands at the 35. Starts off this play by handing off to Isaiah Martin out of Garces Memorial. Isaiah, an absolute wrecking ball freight train for those Garces Rams. Yeah. And he's into the ball game. I've called a ton of his games too.
I got to call one last year with Trevor. Garces Liberty, he showed out.
Martin now again takes the carry. The patience, the offensive line just continuing to move those legs. Isaiah Martin, listen to the crowd.
30-yard run for Martin.
Wow.
First real action of the season for him. He didn't even play in the first game. Met him on the sideline.
And now in the ball game, Hakeem Taylor from East High School, right off the hip of Josh Medina, the only back in the backfield.
No, well, we wondered if they would get the clock.
Wow, and he gets the rock. He's looking for some space. Oh, what a nice strong run by Hakeem. So Taylor picks up a first down as well at the 21-yard line.
Know who feels best for backup running backs who perform well? The offensive line.
Yeah, of course.
Because more than anything, they're not changing. Trips set.
1st and 10, everybody off to the right side. A delayed draw, and that's also to Hakeem Taylor. Again, this is a no-huddle scenario for the Renegades. 9:09 and counting in the first half.
I like it, too. I mean, just because we're up 35 points doesn't mean we're going to take away from tempo. It's still early.
Marcus Cornford, the freshman wide receiver from Frontier High School. We talked about he and his dad a little earlier. My partner last night on the microphone, and he's in the ball game. But again, it's Hakeem Taylor. Taylor looking to get to the end zone. Flag on the play. Taylor struggling to get his extra yards, but finally gets to the 3-yard line, but a flag way back at the 25, and it was thrown with authority by the white hat, and it was thrown with accuracy to land right where there was a hold, Kenny.
Yeah, right at the feet in the area.
Yeah, right here is where it happened.
One of the people who aren't fans of the up-tempo offense at times are the offensive line, and sometimes they may go ahead and grab a jersey or two to slow that tempo down and get that rest.
Holding on the Renegades, they'll bring it back, so Hakeem Taylor's nice strong run will be erased from the record books, but not in his confidence-building spirit as a freshman from East High School. He's like, hey, look, I ran those yards. I know what it was all about, and he got it to the 3-yard line. So now it's back on the 33. Medina in the shotgun on the far hash at the 38. They give it to Taylor again. No, it's not Taylor. Wow. This time it's Isaiah Martin. Wow. Martin to the 29-yard line, and Isaiah Martin.
Well, I'll say this, Vance. Great run by Martin, but how about the blocking by the receiver corps? Still continuing to push guys 10 yards after the play. Great job by number 80.
We have a Corsair down for just a second, and he will have some medical attention. We'll take a quick break. 35-0. Renegades up big here in the first half.
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting validtix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gades!
Welcome back. 8:22. The banged-up Corsair off on his own recognizance, which is great. 3rd and 7 for the Renegades on the 19. A hard count by Josh Medina, and that was one of the big guys, Henry Wilkes from Santa Monica, 6'4", 275, and he drilled our center when a beautiful hard count by Josh Medina, and our center just got walloped and pushed back, but it was worth it. We got a 5-yarder out of it.
Way to sacrifice yourself for the team, young man. Nuke formation, which is spread. When we say nuke, that means there's a tight end and a slot receiver.
Medina taking his time, play clock clicking down below 10, and now Isaiah Martin on the right hip of Medina. He wants to take it himself, and he picks up some great yardage down to the 3-yard line. So whenever you have Josh Medina saying, look, I'm not going to give it to Isaiah Martin, I'm not going to give it to Cam Roberson, I'm not going to give it to Elijah Ortiz, I'm not going to give it to Shane Jones, I'm not going to give it to anybody else, Hakeem Taylor. I mean,
Furlow got carries a couple weeks
I'm not giving
ago.
it to any of those guys. I'm running it. Let me have one. And he does, and he takes it, and he picks up the first down, 1st and goal. Wow, the running game tonight, outrageous. Will he get in? Will Isaiah get one? Nice. He does. Touchdown, Renegades, Isaiah Martin. Boom!
ISO right through the A-gap. Read option play from Medina. I got to tell you, if you've watched us the last couple weeks and you're watching us today, you see that we have more output and points and yardage in this first half than we do in our 2 games total.
If you live up on the northeast side, up around Christmas Tree Lane or Panorama or University or Yale or any of these, you're hearing that cannon go off a lot. You're like, wow, Renegades doing it.
Fireworks.
Get up here. High snap, pulled down by Moran, and it's up and it's through. That's a touchdown and a nice PAT. 42-0. We'll take a good solid break here on Bakersfield.com. News Talk 1180 KERN. It's all Renegades right here in the first half. Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Validtix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that...
7:24 remaining in this first half. The Renegades taking advantage of the opportunity they've been given tonight. They have rolled in this first half. 7:24 left in the first half, and it's 42-0. They kick off. The ball's taken at the 10-yard line. They're going to try to go right down here below us. Handled well by the Renegades. No dice. The ball about the 24-yard line, and a lot of whistles. Oh, and I knew it. I could see it coming.
Yep.
The yellow flag flies out. I could just see it happening.
Gonna be on little Cuddy Heron.
Yeah, I think some of the Renegades were jawing just a little too much, and it's just so unnecessary.
Yeah, especially playing a game like this. You don't want to do anything to curb that momentum.
No, the ball's at the 25 right now. Where will it go after this call? Again, we don't have the microphone tonight on the white hat. We love that, but just don't have it tonight. Here's the call. Personal foul, and it's going to be on the Renegades. So
and that's where you got to stay focused if you're a Renegade player. You're up for the first time of the season like this. You don't want to start playing out of character, getting yourself tossed, and now you can't play next week.
Yeah, great point. I didn't even think of that. I'm just thinking about the unnecessary jawing right now. You're up 42. Scoreboard it. Let it go.
Let's see if the defense can bow up. Empty set.
Paul Davis behind center and nobody behind him. Everybody on the line of scrimmage. Hirota goes in motion. They give it to Hirota around the other side, and he runs into trouble, and he's down a loss of 6 yards.
And that's the one thing, sorry to cut you off, Vance, but the one thing I talked about with Coach Chudy was the fact that the defense plays with pride in the aspect of, yeah, they'll have a bonehead play and a personal foul, but the next play after, they get after it. Great example. 5-yard tackle for a loss after a 15-yard personal foul penalty. That's how you earn your way back.
Angel Baez, East Bakersfield freshman, wearing number 55 for the Renegades, in on that play. One of a couple of Renegades.
That was a great play.
We're already seeing Zach Hernandez from Centennial in there on defense. Here's a run play.
It's getting real chippy down there.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is, Kenny. You're watching what I'm watching. Timothy Lele out of Ridgeview. He's in there. Andrew Magana is in there from Bakersfield High School, the driller out there. We're seeing some guys out there getting some early time. How about this?
Mr. BHS class of 94 loves you.
3rd and 13. Davis in the shotgun. Kind of rolls out here to the right, throws, and it's caught. Will it get the first down? No way. Way behind it. And it's caught out there by Trevor Nafoa. But they were well short of a first down, and they're going to punt this football with 5:45 and counting to go in this first half. It's 42-0. Our halftime guest will be none other than the illustrious Sandy Taylor, our boss.
Boss lady.
Athletic director, Hall of Fame coach.
Hall of Fame.
She'll be with us on the Dameron deck.
4th and 7.
Another high one, Cam, fair catch, and it bounces, so everybody gets away. That'll be 1st and 10 from the Renegade 39-yard line. Kenny, next week we'll be at Golden West and Huntington Beach.
I love it down there.
Bring your surfboard.
Ken Kahuna. It's one of my aliases. Hang 10 Ken.
Oh, my man.
I actually was featured on a surfing soundtrack before, Vance, one of my singles before, about 10 years ago. Twin set for the Renegades. They go ISO left to Martin.
Jeffrey Middleton is the quarterback out of Atascadero High School, and there's a flag on his first play. So Jeffrey Middleton, sophomore, Atascadero High School, out of Atascadero, one of my favorite communities over in the Central Coast.
Had some great passing league tournaments over there against those guys in high school.
It's a hold on the Renegades. They'll mark it back with exactly 5 minutes to go in this first half. For those of you listening in on News Talk 1180 KERN, great to have you with us. Our radio partner through all of this. Had a great chance to catch up with Roger Fessler yesterday. We had a good 15-minute back and forth. That's rare.
Mr. Fessler, that's my guy right there. He calls me out of the blue for nothing sometimes. I love that.
Kenny, I got to talk to you. I need you. A run play. And staying with the angles is Hakeem Taylor. He just shaved off the yardage he needed with that angle to get back up to the original line of scrimmage, so it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, the whole side of that left offensive line, Christian Wickham, Jeremiah Thomas, just creating lanes. I think me and you might get a good 7 to 8 yard scamper out of there if we go down there.
I would. 2nd and 10. Middleton, the quarterback. And a nice tackle
Nice
on the
job.
backfield. And he wraps up Taylor and lets everybody know it. That's Oscar Lopez out of Venice.
And that's one of the things I like about Santa Monica year in and year out. They'll have some teams where they don't have quality personnel everywhere, but you'll see a few bright spots, and they love to compete until the end. Ask Steve Smith.
Look at this. Look at this.
Ladarian Rao, son of Andre Rao, just checked in.
He's in the slot on the far hash. 3rd and 11 for Middleton. They stay on the ground, though, and a flag right in the middle of the field, and it's probably going to be taken. You don't want to decline it if it's a hold, because then it'll be 4th and short, and the Renegades will go for it, but another run attempt, and Kenneth Holmes in the game from East Bakersfield. Man, at East High Blades, there's probably 7 Blades on the field.
Mount Vernon representing.
Another holding call. We don't have the mic, so we're not finding out who this is, but some big guys in that offensive line. They're going backwards right now. Nobody's digging that.
You know, that's one of the things that happens when you start making substitutions and getting those 2s and 3s in there. Guys aren't used to playing together, different cadence like we talked about. Some of those small things throw guys off. I don't know if that helps you hold, but
You're right.
Shotgun nuke formation for the Renegades.
3rd and 21. We might see Middleton put it up in the air. It looks like they may blitz, but Middleton slows it down for a second. Now he may go up. He does. He goes up and barks at his center. Changes things up. 12 on the play clock. Middleton takes the snap. They stay on the ground with it, though. It's a handoff, and it's a big hit at the line of scrimmage, and that's a big loss. So the one thing we will see is, for the first time tonight, Carson Olivas in the punt team.
Carson's like, I finally get to be a captain again, and I don't get to punt anymore.
Yeah, what's up?
I was watching Olivas' mom's Instagram last night. His brother's birthday was yesterday. He turns 18. And guess who was singing? The brothers. They both have vocals. I'm going to have to get them in the studio. Vance, you can play the keys.
There was a rumor that the great Ava Palm was at that party. Olivas, a casual boot of 48 yards, and I thought for a second he fair caught it, but I guess not. He tried to do something with it, wrapped up at the 33-yard line, but yes, that was a fun birthday party. Everybody liked it.
Yeah, it looked fun. I wanted to go. I need an invite next time, Miss Olivas.
Too old. You're too old, man.
Hey, I still can get down.
Okay, 1st and 10 for the Corsairs. 2:40 left in the first half. The ball is at their 34-yard line. Great to have you with us tonight. That parking lot is packed. There is no spot for anybody to move back there. That is a great, great sign. Tailgate session tonight in force. Great job, tailgaters.
I want to know who got our food for the second half, Vance.
You've eaten all that food already?
Man, it was fire.
Run play to start things off. Ooh, punishing hit at the end there. No gain, maybe 1 yard.
Great job filling by number 41, Nick Maiden, 5'9" freshman out of Stockdale High School.
Tonight it's Santa Monica. Next Saturday it's Golden West at Huntington Beach. We'll be back here in 2 weeks against Orange Coast College.
That weekend will be my son's birthday.
Oh. 2nd and 8. Right down here in the near hash below us. A pitch to the far side, though. And it is taken out there by number 3, Amos Arrington.
Santa Monica at this point, Vance, they're trying to do the best job they can to just get out of here.
Get the clock, keep the clock rolling. Yeah, no question about it. Look, we've all been in this scenario before, Kenny. We've all played, in some contest or another in our lives, someone that we match up a little bit better than, that we're a little more superior than, and there comes a point where you look at it and you say, okay, what is their philosophy? Are they going to try to scratch and fight and claw on this thing, or are they going to try to keep this thing going? I think it's the latter. Davis, nice connection out there, and the first down to the 50-yard line. Had he not slipped, he'd have been gone. He would have been gone. It was a great slant to Christopher Nickerson, and they moved the chains, and, he was one slip from going 50.
VP, I think he got scared thinking he was going to get hit. It kind of went down prematurely.
Maybe. Thought he might have just slipped, because I'll tell you what, that Nickerson's taken a couple pops already, so I don't know if the fear factor of the hit was in. Either way, it's 1st and 10 on their own 48-yard line. The clock is ticking, though. Under a minute to go in this first half. Davis stands in the pocket, tries to get out of it, and cannot get out of it. A big hit out there by Oscar Lopez, of all places. I'm sorry. That was Ruben Cruz, the Ridgeview Wolfpack. Hit him hard, number 44, another freshman.
No, it's definitely a great opportunity to see the future for some of these young guys in games like this. And I haven't seen much of a drop-off from the guys who've come in.
Not at all.
40 even front. Oh, now they go odd.
Davis drops back. Nice pitch and catch. About an 8-yard, 9-yard, 10-yard play. And that may have done it. Christian Aragon, just inches short of a first down, and a timeout taken by Santa Monica with 4 seconds left. Try to Hail Mary this thing, get it in the end zone. It'll, be 3rd and 1. Hail Mary. So 4 seconds left. Our halftime guest is here. The Red Carpet Halftime Show, which is brought to you by Carpet Outlet Plus. Sandy Taylor will be our guest.
Coach Taylor in the house. I sent Coach a message last week after the game. It was about midnight.
You sent her a message?
Yeah, I was hoping she was asleep.
But so you can wake her up?
Just wanted to thank her for allowing me to be part of this, great tradition. I'm a second-generation renegade, but having the opportunity to be up here with you guys is a beautiful experience, and I can't thank her enough.
Well, Kenny, with 4 seconds to go here in the half, Paul Davis has Harry Wilson back there with him, a freshman out of Joel Barlow High School, to block. And the ball was hit from behind. It's incomplete. The ball was broken up, hit from behind, and that will do it for the first half. Renegade fans, hope you like what you see and what you hear. It's 42-0 at halftime. More fun in the second half for us, but we will take a break, and when we come back, the Red Carpet Halftime Show will feature our athletic director, Sandy Taylor, back right after this on Bakersfield.com and News Talk 1180 KERN.
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
From the growers and winemakers to the tasting room staff, sales teams, and business owners, Wine is an iconic image of California. At Rabobank, we know that viticulture and enology are an important part of the Golden State's business climate. They're industries in which growing businesses require a financial partner who understands the unique challenges they face every day. As one of the world's largest lenders to the wine industry, Rabobank provides local expertise, access to a global financial network, exclusive research, and educational resources. We're committed to nurturing and investing in California's wine network. We are Rabobank, driven to do more for the people and communities we serve.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gates!
Growth starts small, from a seed or an idea or a plan for your future. And with the right tools, the right guidance, things start to happen. At Rabobank, we know about growth because we provide banking for communities grounded in agriculture, helping people like you and communities like ours thrive with the right banking solutions. It's why at Rabobank we roll up our sleeves to go to work for you. We're Rabobank. Let's talk.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Validtix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gays!
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Freeway Chevrolet's first all GM benefit car show. Saturday, October 6th, 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. on the lot at 4501 Weibel Road. All registration fees will benefit the Alliance Against Family Violence and Sexual Assault. Trophies awarded at 3 p.m. for Best Custom Paint, Best Build, and Best in Show. Music, prizes, and barbecue for sale to benefit the Centennial High School football program. Visit Three-Way Chevrolet or our Facebook page for more details and registration. Selection, savings, service, and family fun at Three-Way Chevrolet, your hometown dealership.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Validtix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gays!
So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special.
Think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Kern Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Kern Schools is always a tap away. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gates!
Kern Schools Federal Credit Union is here to be your lifelong financial partner. So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home, Kern Schools is here to help. And if you live in Kern County, then you can bank with us. See, we're local just like you, so what we accomplish together benefits our entire community. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting validtix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
For years, Current Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. That's right. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Current Schools is always a tap away. And did you know banking at Current Schools gives you access to over 30,000 ATMs nationwide? More than any big national bank can offer. Download the Co-op ATM Locator app to find an ATM near you. See, we're local, but we're local everywhere. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Chevrolet's first all GM benefit car show, Saturday, October 6th, 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. on the lot at 4501 Weibel Road. All registration fees will benefit the Alliance Against Family Violence and Sexual Assault. Trophies awarded at 3 p.m. for Best Custom Paint, Best Build, and Best in Show. Music, prizes, and barbecue for sale to benefit the Centennial High School football program. Visit Three-Way Chevrolet or our Facebook page for more details and registration. Selection, savings, service, and family fun at Three-Way Chevrolet, your hometown
Think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters. It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
While your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Welcome back, everybody. Halftime here. This is the Red Carpet Halftime Show brought to you by Carpet Outlet Plus. Thank you to our friends at Carpet Outlet Plus. 42-0. The Renegades all over Santa Monica. An opportunity for these Renegades to get some guys that haven't seen a lot of time on the grass in early, and I think we're going to see more of that in the second half. We are joined by our athletic director, Sandy Taylor. Normally, we always start the season off, no matter where we're at, with Sandy as our first guest, but she so kindly gave up the interview spot against Mount Sac because we had one of our former Renegades, former NFL coach in Mike Walthall able to be on, and Sandy said, look, we'll do it another time. Here it is. Sandy, thanks for being with us. Thanks for making the walk up to the Dameron deck. Your thoughts on the first half?
Well, we dominated the field for sure. I was happy with our team, and they didn't let down any and all in the second quarter. It was easy to think about that because the first quarter took forever, it seemed like. But, we're dominating just like we expected we would tonight.
Peculiar question, but I'm going to ask it. As an athletic director, former coach, how do you feel when you get to see some of your student athletes that don't get a lot of time out there so early as an athletic director?
Well, it's really cool to get to see those kids who work hard every day in practice to have an opportunity to play, and to play in a time when they can be successful too, not at a time where it's pressure, but they can actually shine. It's really fun to see them and see the look on their face when they come off the field.
I know as a softball coach, maybe you got up early on somebody, it's the fifth inning, and it's already an fourth inning, already opportunity to get some players in there. Does so much for the morale of a team.
Oh, absolutely it does. It's a tricky thing. You don't want to mess up your rhythm either, so
right.
You've got to make sure that you don't put them in too soon, but you get them in enough to where that team chemistry keeps building and they all have a chance to know that they're going to perform at some point, and we're going to need them at some point in the year.
I'm going to go all over the board right now, Sandy. Let's start first of all with what I saw in the newspaper yesterday. And when we have these programs, they're beautiful. This is top-notch stuff. It's what Kenny and I actually use to call the games, the official rosters. There's some just great stuff in there. And we see our partners, our corporate partners that have been with us for a lot of years, and this one's a very catchy ad from Sequoia Paint Company, locally owned by Jim Elder. Not only is he in our program, but he also stepped forward this week with something very special. Why don't we remind our audience about what Sequoia Paint Company did?
Well, Mr. Elder is very generous, and he was generous enough to give us $100,000 towards some projects that we have coming up, and I look forward with more opportunities with Mr. Elder, but he's a perfect example of everybody that's in that program, and that they are community partners and they love this college and they're willing to put their money back into the college because we're what's making a difference for their workforce. So it's just really cool to be a part of that. You want to talk about something that makes you feel good? That's amazing right there.
In the art of full transparency, when I was working under Sandy and Jan Stubbe many years ago, Jan and Sandy said, okay, here are all the people that put money in the program, start calling them. I would call him. It was the easiest sales gig of all time. Hi, this is Vance from Bakersfield College for the program. Yeah, put me in 2 spots. And I'd call Jim. Well, hello, Vance. How are you? And so great to have that happen. It just speaks volume of the love that our community has for Bakersfield College. That just must make an athletic director feel like $100,000.
Oh, it definitely does. And it's a proud feeling to be able to share that with the community that so many people give back to us, too. So it's really fun to do that part. And you're right, it is the easiest sale gig ever.
Fall sports going on right now. It'd be great if you could just stay in one place and watch one team, but you've got a lot going on here with our fall sports. Can you give us kind of an update, Sandy?
Well, last night we watched our volleyball team sweep Palomar in 3. They came off of 2 really tough weeks playing 4 games, Friday and Saturday each of the last 2 weeks. So it was important for them to have a good game last night, and they did. They're 8-1 and ranked 4th, I think. So they're really doing well. Women's soccer, undefeated. They play at home on Tuesday against Fresno City at 5, and our men's soccer team that just won 3 in a row, they play right after them against COS.
We're with our athletic director, Sandy Taylor from Bakersfield College. The drum corps right below us, a 42-0 half score right now. The Renegades up big. Sandy, I get asked, as I'm sure you do, the bond, the measure passed. We're starting to see things start to develop in the media. Things are starting to unfold in front of us as far as a roadmap of some design. How is this touching the athletics department? Where are we, kind of a broad stroke of the big measure that passed?
So the broad stroke is that we are working on the final plans for the gymnasium complex, right? It's more than just a gym floor, but it's the complex. We'll be going out for a design team, architect design team here real soon. Still working on some plans for the stadium, but there's big plans for the stadium and our infrastructure, scoreboard, new turf, new track, that sort of thing. So all of this is going to happen in a very short time.
Wow.
As we say on campus, everybody's going to be uncomfortable for a little while, but it's going to be worth it in the long run. And so we're just thrilled that it's happening. It's going to move fast. 6 years is going to go really fast, and this place is going to look completely different.
Sandy, tonight I look out, this place is packed. This parking lot is absolutely jam-packed on a late summer evening with perfect weather and so many things they could have done. We are rocking and rolling here. I want to fast forward to our celebration that we're going to be having on October 27th. We'll be hosting East LA College, and we're going to have the big fireworks show that everybody loves, but we're going to be honoring the 1988 national champions from homecoming. I was sitting right over there. I can tell you where I was sitting when that season unfolded. I know where I was sitting when Stan Green threw that pass. I remember this team. It was my first year out of college, so I was just really kind of so enamored with Bakersfield College post-college life. That's going to be an exciting night here when we skip ahead to October 27th.
Yeah, and we don't want to skip too far ahead because those games in between are very, very important.
I got you. And Tammy and I talk about that during the game.
Our next home game is September 29th, right? So we want to make sure everybody's here for that. But homecoming is always fun to celebrate all of our alumni, try to get our alumni back. And, of course, the 30th anniversary of the national championship, which, by the way, I missed. It was 2 years before I got here, so I'm disappointed that I missed that. So I'm happy to celebrate that. It's fun to bring those guys back, and what a lot of energy around that.
Our tailgate scene, always fun. Who does, look, John Metis from the Californian, somebody told him that he should be a judge for the tailgate sessions, and he wants to get involved, wants to do it. On the 29th, we have a home game, and then we're gone for 2 more to the 27th, so we have 3 home games left for tailgate themes. Is there any chance that John Metis from the Californian is going to be involved in judging?
We can work that out. I kind of know the guy that's in charge of that. one of our local faculty, Tim Bohan, he runs that for us, and so he works with Brandon, and he brings out other faculty and judge that event. So we're happy to let John get involved if that's what he wants to do.
You mentioned a name that I want to segue into. Brandon. And we had a great opening here. Todd Hansen and Brandon and Roger and Keith and yourself and everybody put together our media day outside. And the pulse is really going here right now. And maybe our community doesn't know Brandon as much as they're going to, but tell us about this new hire and what he brings to the table for us.
Well, Brandon Urie came to us. He actually is a Southern California boy, but he was at Nebraska, so he's been up there doing the Cornhusker thing for a while.
Sports information director, by the way.
Yeah, sports information director. He comes to us from Nebraska, but he is phenomenal, and it's great to have him here. He does bring a new energy to it, and he just has a lot of experience in it, and he's a lot of fun.
His nickname is the Fury. That's what he says anyway. We're with Sandy Taylor, the athletic director. A couple of more minutes while I have you here. Sandy, it seems like just yesterday you were out on the diamond coaching the softball team to huge winning seasons. They had a great year themselves. Let's go back a little bit in time, a few months ago to last season into the spring sports. What a great job for our softball team.
Yeah, our softball team had a great year. Baseball team had a great year. So, Casey Goodman came in and just took the lead. She just took that team back and made it her own, and really proud of her and the work that she's done. And it's fun to sit back and watch that program blossom.
Sandy, final question. How's life as the AD? How many years in now, Coach?
This is starting my 6th year.
Wow.
Yeah, time flies,
sure
right?
It does. Wow.
It flies. It's a lot of fun. It's really exciting to watch student athletes be better every day in the classroom, on the fields. It's just fun to watch them. They're really engaged in our supplemental instruction right now. They're doing their homework. They're trying to get on and get out of here, and so I'm proud of that. I'm proud of the efforts that they're making. It's fun to see them up on campus and they wave at you and they're happy, and so.
Well, that was my next question. Do all the student athletes know who you are? I mean, pretty much everybody, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Right,
pretty much.
I didn't. Some freshmen might walk by and go, "Who is that?" and say, "That's the AD, Sandy."
Well, spring sports don't know me just yet, but they're getting there.
Right.
It's really funny because the softball girls don't know I know anything about softball, so that's fun.
You ever trick them? Do you ever kind of sucker them in, and then they would realize, oh my gosh, who am I talking to?
Yeah, they'll ask the equipment person, or trainers, who is that gal anyway? What does she know about softball?
That's
kind of funny.
Last point I want to make before I let you go. You, come here. You don't take our food. Kenny Calvin's taking our food.
Hey, I was trying to help the Santa Monica guy.
I'm gonna give you a microphone for a second. Sandy, is it true that you were texted at midnight the other night by my partner?
It was pretty close to midnight. It was pretty close.
What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, some nights I can't sleep after I leave here, man.
So you text the boss?
Yeah, I text the boss and let her know. If I don't wake up tomorrow, I want to let you know how much it means to me to be part of this. So if the day ends, if the world ends tonight, at least she knows what BC mean to me.
And I answered you. I text back, didn't I?
She did.
Go ahead and give our remaining food to the Santa Monica kid. That's Kenny Calvin. It's just emblematic of the culture right now, how much fun we're having. Everybody seems to be having a blast at Bakersfield College, and it starts with you, Sandy. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Vance. I appreciate it. Appreciate you being here and all the work you do for us.
Love it. 42-0. We all love that. BC up big on Santa Monica. When we come back, we'll look at some stats, and we'll get into the third quarter. Sandy Taylor, our halftime guest for the Red Carpet Halftime Show, brought to you by Carpet Outlet Plus. Back in a moment. Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Validtix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Current Schools is always a tap away. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gades!
Schools Federal Credit Union is here to be your lifelong financial partner. So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home, Kern Schools is here to help. And if you live in Kern County, then you can bank with us. See, we're local just like you, so what we accomplish together benefits our entire community. Kern Schools, together we have something special.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Valitix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
For years, Kern Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. That's right. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Kern Schools is always a tap away. And did you know banking at Kern Schools gives you access to over 30,000 ATMs nationwide? More than any big national bank can offer. Download the Co-op ATM Locator app to find an ATM near you. See, we're local, but we're local everywhere. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special.
Chevrolet's first all-GM benefit car show, Saturday, October 6th, 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. on the lot at 4501 Weibel Road. All registration fees will benefit the Alliance Against Family Violence and Sexual Assault. Trophies awarded at 3 p.m. for Best Custom Paint, Best Build, and Best in Show. Music, prizes, and barbecue for sale to benefit the Centennial High School football program. Visit Three-Way Chevrolet or our Facebook page for more details and registration. Selection, savings, service, and family fun at Three-Way Chevrolet, your hometown dealership.
Renegade
It's Three-Way.
Thank you to Sandy Taylor, the athletic director, for joining us at halftime for the Red Carpet Halftime Show, brought to you by Carpet Outlet Plus. I also want to thank Luigi's Restaurant and Delicatessen for being who they are. They're phenomenal. They are the reason people go to the east side every afternoon. And thank you, Luigi's. More on that in a bit. Thank you to Hodell's, a name synonymous with Bakersfield College athletics. Thank you, Hodell's. Todd Hansen in the house. You notice how Todd came up right now. He didn't come over here because he doesn't want me to hear him going, hey. Even Sandy was saying, woo, these steps, man. So, Kenny, you've got some news for us. I look at the clock, and we're going to start 10-minute quarters.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's because of the injury delay we had earlier or the fact that we just rolling. Are we not going to go running clock?
I would think it's probably more of the former. I think we had about a 30-minute delay in the first quarter because of an injury, and Sandy Taylor, as she was going down the stairs, popped back up and said, hey, we're going to go to 10-minute quarters here. 42-0.
Well, Vince, I'm excited to see what kind of mentality we're going to come out after the half, if we'll see any starters or if we'll continue to play the twos. Definitely would like to use some of this as practice time for next week with the ones, at least one drive.
I talked to Sandy a little bit about that on the air, and I said, as an athletic director, not as as a former coach and now an athletic director, you must love seeing these student athletes who don't get a lot of time on the grass. And she said, you're right. As an AD, it's great to see the kids that you see in the hallways and getting the grades and doing the hard work.
Yes.
Get out there and play because this is her department. So love seeing it. And I think my guess is, Kenny, we're going to see a lot more of it here in the second half. The Renegades, on top of everything else, get the football to start the third quarter.
Great opportunity for some of the younger players to get that real game time experience, and we're off.
It's a long boot taken on the 10-yard line by Cam Roberson. Cam looking to get outside. And he almost does. A touchdown-saving tackle by Kyle Boyd out of Fairfax. Ooh.
Wow, great tackle.
Sure was.
Every time you see Cam touch the ball, you can tell that hunger is still there. But like we said, you know, our offense is doing a great job spreading things around, which is great. Won't be able to key on us. And it looks like we're coming in with some backups.
Well, Jeffrey Middleton played in the second quarter, and he starts the third quarter. Young gentleman out of Atascadero.
Also got Furlow in there for the first time.
And how about this? We start with Maceo Barbosa out of Frederick Douglass High School from D.C. And what do you have, Kenny?
It looked like we got offsides. Great job by Middleton with the
hard count. Yeah, I think that you're right. I think it's encroachment. But they didn't call it, Kenny. No flag.
Yeah, it was very late.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 2.
Encroachment, defense.
Oh, they did decline, so we will take the 8-yard gain instead of the 5-yard penalty.
And how about the job the offensive line doing?
Yeah, you read my mind, buddy.
Got Maceo Barbosa in there for the first time, along with Furlow, who takes the handoff on the 28 sweep.
Furlow, and it's a flag on this play, so we're in 10-minute quarters, but we've only gone 26 seconds with 2 flags already. Furlow, we saw him, the young man out of Foothill High School, down against Mount Sac. Just bring it. He said, I don't care who I'm playing. Let's go.
Yeah, I thought he was my old player, Lyle's son. It's Lyle Furlow's brother, who was a Renegade player here for us 10 years ago. But how about Furlow knocking that guy's helmet off on that blind side last week during the kickoff return?
Oh, you're right. Woo. Another big moment. 2nd and 12. Will Middleton throw? No, he will not. It's a handoff to the right side, cut back up, and that's Marcus Furlow. And Furlow picks up 5 yards. I don't know if we're going to see Jeffrey Middleton throw, and I don't believe it's because of any clandestine secret reason. It's just that we're up 42-0.
Yeah, we're getting to see some guys we haven't seen, Vance. Kenneth Holmes coming in.
Another blade.
Shotgun twin set. Or trips left.
Boy, it's gotten quiet here. Fumble, ball on the ground, fumble. Middleton has to get it, and he does. So he's able to scoop it up, but a big loss, and the Renegades will punt, and Carson Olivas and crew will come on. So Middleton just look a little hurried, just a little bit quick.
Yeah, and that's one of the frustrating things for the coaching staff, because you want to give guys an opportunity to play, but you definitely want them to still execute. Drop the snap. Brings up 4th and 15.
Olivas stands at his own 13. He probably will boot this at about the 15-yard line. And he does.
Ooh, nice one.
It's low enough for a return, but he gives the fair catch signal at the 34-yard line. 42-0. It's all Renegades. We'll see the Corsairs come back out now. Again, I want to thank Sandy Taylor for being with us. The halftime show, a great interview.
Looks like a lot of substitutions in the secondary as well.
Thank you to Todd Hansen, Keith Ford. Big-time game ops. Getting us ready for this football game. Appreciate it, Todd. Thank you, buddy.
Best staff on the planet.
1st and 10, run play, gets nowhere. Maybe they give him a yard or 2 for Santa Monica. For the Corsairs, you want to get on the board, Kenny. You want to get on the board.
Yeah, and it's a situation where they're basically trying to stay balanced because they don't want to just keep dropping back and passing because they haven't been able to protect the quarterback. But eventually you got to take some shots. They've already chopped 2 minutes off the clock for you guys. Twins right, offset eye for Santa Monica. 2nd and 7.
Davis behind center. A nice run play. He'll pick up the first down, maybe a little bit more. A good, strong run by Hirota. And Hirota, when he's been given the opportunity and had the space, he can move. They move the chains well into Renegade territory at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, they go to offset eye, and then they go to that 28 power. You know, they started off in 3 wide, 4 wide, and now they're going pro sets because they just can't block anybody up front.
Matthew Esparza, the freshman out of Highland High School, into the football game. Matt Esparza. We're below 7 minutes right now. Near hash, right below us, 43-yard line, 1st and 10 for Paul Davis.
40 even front for the Renegades in a 4-3 defense.
They come at him, and they get him.
Whoa.
Is it a fumble? It is. They say that it's a fumble. Wow, I thought it was an incomplete pass.
And Vance, just like we said, they've been in pro set, and they've been able to do a good job. They get on our side of the field and go 4 wide, and he's destroyed again. That's pressure from Gabriel Maldonado, sophomore out of McFarland.
Wow, Gabe.
Big Gabe with the pressure.
2nd and 10. Ball's at the Renegade 43-yard line. An unbelievably beautiful night. A half moon out. Nice little breeze. The pitch to the far side. And again, it's Hirota. And he gets to the 37-yard line. It's been a long time since the Corsairs have been inside the 40. But they're there now, and it'll be 3rd and I'd say 5 maybe.
And if you're this Renegade defense that's out here, you want to play with some pride.
Yeah,
you don't want to be
do.
on the field and give up the shutout. Starters worked hard for the shutout.
James Thomas in from Independence.
And they're going empty again. Let's see if we can get some pressure.
Nobody back there with him. Davis takes a quick look to this near side, throws, and it's bobbled, and it's caught.
It's caught.
It is caught. The first receiver, it bounced out of his hands. Amos Arrington couldn't hang on to it, and then the big fella, David Jones II, 6'2", 188 pound, out of Paramount High School, who the Drillers just played, makes the grab, and it's 1st and 10 from the Renegade 22.
That was very interesting because I thought it was going to be an interception.
That ball was up there for a minute.
Great read by the safety to get down there.
1st and 10, Corsairs on the Renegade 22. Just like Kenny said, hey, whoever's in there in the red and white, they don't want to be scored on. Davis hands the ball off again to Hirota. Hirota looking to get outside, wants to use his quarterback for a blocker, and he does. That was really nice stuff right there. Hirota was ahead of his quarterback, ducked back behind him, and then said, go get him, block for me. That's nice.
A little bit Ortiz-esque.
Yeah, no, you're right. So now it's 1st and goal from the 9.
Yeah, Renegade staying in that 40 even front. You would expect them to go 50, bring in an extra D lineman, but with Santa Monica staying in that spread formation.
1st and goal from the 9. They pitch it. I don't think that's going to work, and it is not going to work. A flag late on this play, and wondering what that call is going to be. It was a pitch out here to the near side below us. And the running back they pitched it to paid the price. He is down. He took a couple of big hits. A flag on the play right at the area of the hit. So gives us a chance to take a quick breather here with 4:36 in the 3rd quarter. 42-0 Renegades, and we'll be back right after this.
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing matters.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Validtix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College
Cut back in from the commercial because the player was up and ready quickly, so now it's a 2nd and 12. Davis floats one out. It is caught. And he caught it on his knee, so that stops it right there. Takedrian Veal caught it, but he was on his knee, so that brings up a 3rd down We thought the injured player was down for a while, went to commercial break, had to cut back in. Thanks for your patience.
Yeah, Santa Monica went play action right there. They had a guy open in the flat. Quarterback just didn't have a strong enough arm to get it there. Brings up a 3rd and goal for Santa Monica that just can't find a break.
3rd and goal from the 13, Kenny. You know, they were inside the 10.
I want to see a big play from the secondary right now. It's going to be in the air. They're going to take a shot. Who wants to be in the paper?
Hirota says, no, it's not, Kenny. I'm going to run it, and I don't think I'm going to get very far. And he doesn't. He's gobbled up by the Renegades. And the final one to come in and lower the boom officially, Chazaniga.
We got a helmet on the ground.
Yeah, Hirota's got to come off.
And now it looks like they're sending in their PAT field goal team to try to get on the board.
They want to get on the board. The Renegades don't want them on the board. Will we see a block? Will we see it?
Got to sell out off the edge right now, try to protect this shutout. Play for pride. And I was talking to a teammate, Robert Garrison, last week, and we talked about how the whole season, my freshman year, we only gave up 250 yards rushing, period.
Dylan Masul for a 30-yarder, flags fly. That does not bode well for his mental state. And it is a false start by the Corsairs. It'll move him back a little bit more. So now Dylan Masul, kicker punter out of Royal High School in Simi Valley, will have a 35-yarder.
This will be a 28-yard field goal attempt by Masul.
We're staying in a safe defense.
Here's the 35-yarder. It's up.
And it's blocked. Scoop and score.
We might see it.
Score. Yes. Uh-oh. We're out of here, guys.
Uh-oh. The 30, the 20, the 10. Listen to this crowd. Renegades. Boom.
And that's what I'm talking about, VP. Don't give up points. Don't be satisfied being the second string, third string guy, getting time in a game where you have the shutout. Get a hand up, block the field goal. Great job by the second unit.
The first attempt of the field goal, there was an illegal procedure, so they had to redo it. It's blocked. It bounces in the hands of Steven Figures, and the freshman from Bakersfield High School, gone.
2-3 game.
Gone.
Like I told his mom, you put that 23 on and you walk into Memorial Stadium, you find a way to get in the end zone and your hands on the football. Great job, Figures. Scoop and score.
It bounced into his hands, and he was absolutely gone. Touchdown, Renegades. Here comes the PAT by DeJager. It is up, and it is a 49-0 score. 3:06 remaining in this third quarter. Now we'll take a break, and we mean it this time. Back right after this. Woo!
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
While your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Valitix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
For years, Current Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local.
Welcome back, and how do you like that? We talked about the second unit bowing up and protecting the shutout, and that's exactly what they do as Santa Monica gets the 5-yard false start penalty and backs their field goal up. Couldn't see who got the block. Yeah, who actually got a hand on it, but Figure scooped and scored it, giving the Renegades a 49-0 lead with 3:06 remaining to play in the third quarter. Mm. $49-0.
I'm Vance Palm. I'm here with Kenny Calvin. Chris to my right. Luis on the controls with our boss. We had a lot of bosses. Diana, Sandy, Joshua handling our south camera. Christian handling our north camera. Coop, spotting, delivering barbecue.
Heasley in the center.
All-star lineup tonight here on the Dameron deck. John, Medicine Man.
Medicine Man.
That cat. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Oh, and the ball's on the ground. Oh, my goodness.
And guess what? Figures in again for the quick hit.
Figures wanted another scoop and score.
Did. So what, you can only have one hole in one?
I told you. I told you, Mom. Tell him pick number 23, and everything will be all right.
That wasn't a very good rhyme, Kenny. I expected much, much better from you on that. 3 and right. Lost 3, 2nd and 13 for the Corsairs. 2.5 left in this third quarter.
You know, I'm mad at those 2 minutes they stole from us, man. We could have put up 20 more points in this quarter. But business is business.
And we have a new quarterback, Jun Takeda, out of Tokyo, Japan.
Wow.
He went to Meiji Gakuin High School, 5'10", 165 pounds. So Jun Takeda is the quarterback.
They recruiting all the way out of Japan.
Wow. Well, they have players from Sweden and Japan.
Well, I guess when you got a campus like that,
Paris,
close
France.
to the beach.
Yeah, right.
You can get anybody. Counterplay. That's taken down for a huge loss by number 53.
Big hit by Jack Tobias again. Jack has been laying the wood tonight in a big way. That brings up a 3rd and 18. Clock still ticking, 1:45 remaining in this third quarter.
I got to find out if Jack Tobias is related to my old high school running back, Zach Tobias.
Kenny, the answer is yes. If you run into a Palm in Bakersfield, if you run into a Calvin, guess what? They're all related. But when you say a Tobias, that name is about as distinct as can be.
Absolutely.
And yes, absolutely related. And 1 second left. Do they get it off? They do. Oh, they do. They just get the play off enough to have it rushed by Takeda. And that was not a good-looking series right there. They're going to have to punt the football away quickly. Takeda tried to rush the play, and he just threw it as fast as he could over to this side. And Santa Monica struggling big time tonight.
Well, you know, it's tough to watch a football game where it's one-sided as this, but, you know, like Coach Chudy said, we want to focus on getting better. What better example of getting better than shutting a team out that you're supposed to beat? Now we got Renegades set to receive a punt. Looking like Cam at the 40. Rugby-style punt. And that's a boomer.
Cam's got space, takes it at the 45. Can he make one move to get away? Oh, he was one move away from getting free to get and do it. Good punt coverage. You know, the Santa Monica team, they have a John Erigadis Nyman from Sven Eriksson Gimon Suite from high school out of Boris, Sweden. They have a player, Vidkor Zatan, out of Krzysztofa K. Bakanskiego High School from Lodz, Poland.
My son's in Poland right now, in the Army. DiMaggio, we're proud of you.
I've been to Gdansk, one of my favorite cities in Europe. Look at this.
Uh-oh.
A big, strong one to start it off by Isaiah Martin. Isaiah Martin lowering the boom, breaking tackles, dropping the shoulder. Big first down, a gain of about 20 yards, 21 yards.
I'll be interested to see these second half numbers because I believe Martin may be over 50 yards already
yeah,
in just a quarter.
Oh, absolutely.
1 yard on the play down to the Santa Monica 29.
Trips left for the Renegades. Pistol, shotgun set.
Quarterback still Middleton. No need to throw, no reason to throw. And they hand the ball off this time to who else? Maceo Barbosa And Barbosa gets 6 yards.
Vance, I still remember that run in the scrimmage by Barbosa where he ran a guy out of his helmet that tried to tackle him.
That's going to do it for the third quarter. It's a 49-0 hammer job by the Renegades over Santa Monica. We have 1 quarter of football left on Bakersfield.com and News Talk 1180 KERM back right after this.
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting validtix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gades!
It's Three-Way Chevrolet.
Think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters. It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins.
With the Renegades up 49-0. For those of you that have been with us all night, thank you for sticking around. Thank you, Steve Lynch from the Lynch Mob. Stats being brought upstairs to the Dameron deck on a beautiful late August evening, late summer evening in September. What do you have?
Isaiah Martin, 5 carries for 72 yards, averaging 14 yards a carry since he came in the game.
3rd and 8. Oh, the footwork. Look at this footwork. The strong run. Are you kidding me? Oh, my gosh. Isaiah Martin
right on
a 3rd and 8. As Kenny talks about him, he takes 4 yards and turns it into 13 yards. First down, Renegades. That was a big-time run by Isaiah.
Big-time run as he takes the read option dive. He was touched right away. Probably touched every yard and still got 14 of them. Isaiah Martin.
Middleton in the shotgun. Has Martin back there with him and gives it to him. Stretch play out to the far side. Can Martin stiff arm enough? Can he carry enough? And he gets run out of bounds at the 10-yard line, gain of about 3 yards. You think about the offensive weapons that they have at the running back position. Elijah Ortiz, Shane Jones. We're seeing right now Josh Medina being able to rest tonight after a half of football. He can run it. Isaiah Martin, Cam Roberson, Hakeem Taylor, Marcus Fowler. This team can run.
Man, look at these numbers, Vince. You're going to go crazy. Shane Jones, 6 carries, 77 yards with 3 touchdowns, averaging 12.8 a carry. Elisha Ortiz, as Martin gets the read option snap.
Flag on the play, right between the hash marks. The yellow flag comes out.
We're talking about those numbers. Elisha Ortiz, 12 carries for 105 yards, averaging 8.7 yards a carry. Shane Jones, 6 for 77. Isaiah Martin, 5 for 72. And Hakeem Taylor, 5 for 27. 302 yards rushing through 3 quarters for the Renegades in a shortened 3rd quarter.
3 touchdowns by Shane Jones, 2 by Ortiz. Isaiah Martin gets a touchdown. Steven Figures with the 81-yard blocked field goal return.
Wow. Great day to be a Renegade.
Coaching staff talked about it. Coach Judy was transparent enough with John Mettis that he talked about opportunities tonight to get some things done on offense, and it's exactly what's happening. The ball right between the tackles, carried by Barbosa. Another flag on the play. Goodness, fellas.
Yeah. Very frustrating to the coaching staff
Yeah.
to give guys a shot, and then we start seeing the laundry come out.
Well, you're up 49-0, shortened quarters, opportunity to get a big win and get out of here. Marcus Cornford in the game at tight end.
Trips right for the Renegades. We haven't passed much. We got 16 net passing yards because we simply haven't had to pass it.
Face mask call.
Penalty, half the distance down to the
Wow, big penalty against Santa Monica, and now Bakersfield College has a great opportunity, 1st and goal from the 9. It's a run play, Barbosa. Oh man, it takes 2 guys to have really big hits, and another flag. Oh boy, oh boy, are you kidding me?
And before I could even say it, Vance, you're down 49-0. You're about to get scored on again, and you have the Santa Monica DB,
Josh Taylor,
mouthing off, and he gets a 15-yard personal foul penalty. He'd be running for 3 days next week if he was on my team. Shut up and play.
unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Santa Monica. Half the distance to the goal. It'll be 1st and goal at the 5.
Twins right.
1st and goal, and now whistles blow again. The official on the far left side by the Renegade sideline, by the pylon in the end zone, blows the whistle, wants to talk to the White Hat very quickly. It's 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. Barbosa on the left hip of Middleton. And now we have more whistles blowing. What's happening here, fellas?
I'm trying to figure it out, too. The play clock hasn't moved at all.
Well, it went from 25 to 22. Now they have it back at 25. After a penalty, it's got to go back to 25. And it starts. Okay, play clock is activated. Barbosa is going to get in the end zone, I think. Does he get in? Does he get in?
Yes.
Touchdown, Barbosa. Boom. The Renegades get into the 50s.
And I believe that's my first 50-piece. As I join you in the booth, Vance, I've been looking for it.
They got it.
I've been wanting it. I've been asking for it.
We've been close a couple times, KC.
Yes.
It didn't happen. But now, 55-0.
That one's going to be a shout-out for my boy Joey Porter, the greatest 55 to ever come out of Bakersfield, California. This one's for you, Peasy.
JP Jr. going to Penn State.
How you like that?
I love that.
Oh, I love it, man. So proud of that kid. I saw him in the mall this summer, and I hadn't seen him in about 3 years, and he's about 4 inches taller than me.
Yeah, he's big dude.
Come on, nephew.
PAT is up, and it's good. 56-0.
Well, one thing I'll never get tired of is renegade blowouts. You know, we had opportunities to put teams away like this last year, and we just couldn't do it.
Last week,
you know, as well. It's just great to see execution, top to bottom. Guys stepping in, getting an opportunity to play, earning some confidence, making the locker room a happy place. Great job, Renegades.
How about these 2 happy places? Hodell's Fine Dining off 99 and Olive Drive, and Luigi's Italian Restaurant and Delicatessen on the east side, 17th Street. 2 of the greatest places you can bring anybody to visit and eat and have a great time all this next 2 or 3 months in the holiday seasons. Thank you, Luigi's and Hodell's. 2 names synonymous with Bakersfield College football. Thank you so much. 56-0. Here is the kickoff, and it is taken at the 7-yard line. And looking for a seam, found it for a second, and gets up to about the 22-yard line. Nice tackle, good job out there. And I believe that tackle was made by, it was Bryce Underwood, a freshman from Bakersfield High School. So Bryce in on the action. You know, calling these high school games for so many years, when they matriculate up to Bakersfield College and you get to see these guys playing, and my daughters even said, have you seen Bryce? He's huge. He's been in that weight room really working it. You know, just in a span of 6 to 8 months to see these young men at the next level, it's exciting.
Yes, and Coach Zach Peters does a great job getting everybody prepared. Santa Monica.
Kenny, I think we have a new quarterback. I think we do. Handoff. And this is Daniel Placencia.
Wow. And I'll tell you what. This fourth quarter, we're up 56-0. 7 minutes left to play. But watching Gabriel Maldonado fill that hole like he just did right now, it goes to show you we still hungry out here.
Daniel Placencia, a freshman quarterback out of Arcadia High School in Phoenix, Arizona. And he stands 6'2", 200 pounds.
My old stomping grounds, old Phoenix.
A pitch out to the far side, and that just runs into a lot of trouble. Amos Arrington.
Yeah, you know, I'll definitely say this, honestly. Santa Monica is one of my favorite places to go visit on my days off. And I'm thinking they're anxious to go ahead and hurry up and get back home, too, because they're just trying to run this clock out, and they're not even having success doing that because they're about to have to punt it right back to us if they don't convert this third down.
They want to get to Venice tonight. Grab a surfboard tomorrow.
I might follow them.
Okay, they better hurry. 6 on the play clock. 3rd and 10. And he better call it quickly, and he's not going to. And the flag came out very easily. Never even saw the play clock, and the coaching staff wasn't ready to give the signal.
Yeah, and it's tough to watch a team trying its best to just make a way through its defeat and still struggling as Coach Paul heads down to the field.
I'll tell you what, Kenny, they better be careful, or we're going to be in the 60s soon.
Hey, Fullerton scored 85. 85-0. Against Santa Ana today.
Nothing. 85-0?
Yes.
That's picked off.
Yes.
Oh, he drops it. Ball. He drops it. Unbelievable. Matthew Oropeza out of McFarland had himself a pick tonight. And
well, I will say this, Matthew. I remember one time I dropped a wide open pick, and it was an opportunity that I had to take it to the house. I never let that one go. I still think about that play. And being that you're a guy that don't get that much snaps, you had an opportunity to pick 6, and you got the drop. Squeeze it like a loaf of bread, young man. Great job by Cam catching the football today.
A lot of traffic around him. That is, I hear a lot of whistles.
Yeah, maybe a hold on the receiving team as we got 5:14 left to play, 56-0.
Where's the yellow, Kenny?
Boy, they threw it and they picked it up quick.
I hear whistles. I don't see. Oh, there it is on the far side by the 30, right on the mark, on the 30 and the sideline. So,
well, Vance, let's talk. You know, we got a few seconds. It's 56-0. I gave my Joey Porter shout out. I'm gonna give my Jerome Simpkins shout out because he was my number 56 as a linebacker. And you said his son was one of the players that you wanted to watch. I think the defensive line from the gate set the tone.
Play.
From the first play.
The first play was Jalen Simpkins hammering some dude, and it never stopped. I mean, you know, last week we saw Mario Solario dominate a football game. Tonight we haven't really even called his name. So that just shows you the depth that Bakersfield College has. And next week against Golden West, I mean, do they, you know, hopefully they hop off the bus, they have a nice meal, they get taped up and suited up and ready just to keep going, just to keep this roll going. It'd be great to go into the bye 4-1 and have some time to get ready for a very, very tough league schedule. I mean, we play Ventura and Long Beach on the road back to back, Kenny.
Oh, man, I just talked to my buddy Calvin Peterson. Remember Calvin joined us in the booth last year in Ventura. His son was on Top Chef Junior, had a chance to go to New York and be with Kathy Lee.
I can't wait to see what he brings to the booth for us to eat.
I told him.
I can't wait. Here's a run play for the Renegades. Hakeem Taylor gets swallowed up. No, hey, look, I'm serious. If you've got friends whose kids are on Top Chef,
Carson Peterson, son of Renegade Calvin Peterson, Top Chef Jr. It was on today at 3
Prove it.
p.m.
Prove
Oh,
it.
yeah, we bringing him in.
Okay.
I actually asked to bring him into the Renegade Report, too. I want him on the show. I'm trying to we're going to talk
Shish kebabs.
food prep for athletes.
Okay. All that is great. I want my food.
Oh, man, he makes some amazing meals.
Josh Moran at quarterback. The driller getting some time behind center. He's at the 41-yard line, 4.5 left. And Moran this time he keeps it himself. Josh Moran at the 50. Could cut back up, and he slides down, keeps the clock going. Smart play there, young man.
Great decision by Josh Moran as he uses the RPO play.
First down.
Pass option. And he keeps it.
So he's getting minutes. We've seen, of course, Medina. Then we see Middleton.
Let's see if we see this 60 up here as we got 4 minutes. I know our coaching staff are genuine, loving guys, but save the love a little bit and give this unit an opportunity to score some points.
Moran has one play for a long first down run. He comes back out. Middleton back in. Middleton this time hands the ball off, and it's another run play to Furlow. Furlow cuts up. Oh, man. Had he cut, we were both looking at the same thing. But he's still on his feet. Marcus Furlow to the 20-yard line. He finally gets run out of bounds, and this crowd is loving it.
Wow.
I thought he was going to cut up like you did. We both thought he was going to cut up. He didn't. Goes to the outside. Still gets another 8 yards. Picks up the first down. Marcus Furlow, and he stays in bounds.
Vance, he's like, hold on, guys. Watch me work.
You're right. What's that palm guy talking about? Slow down, Vance. I got it.
Great vision by the young fella. Brother of Lyle Furlow.
From up here, we just saw that natural cut up field if he takes it, but he didn't, but still picks up another 8 yards and a first down, and now behind quarterback Josh Moran.
How about that offensive line? Great job, guys. Can't say it enough.
Oh, and Moran goes down on a knee.
You know what? Now I will say this. I definitely wanted 60+, but how about the class act of our coaching staff? Santa Monica has a player in the hospital right now. They need to go check on. Taken away in the ambulance. We're up 56-0. Nothing else to prove in this game. Let's move forward.
2nd and 12. Moran will just wait for the play clock, and the Memorial Stadium faithful, family members still sticking around. They want to talk to their Renegades afterwards, but for all intents and purposes, we're going to see Moran go down and take another knee. And
I did want my 60.
You know what? You're the best. You're the best. That's why I was gritting. About 45 seconds ago, you know our coaches are loving guys, but I want them to save the love and let's get in the 60s. Then Moran takes a knee, and you're like, you know what? That's a class move right there. Ladies and gentlemen, Teflon Ken. I love it, man. I love it. Hey, dude, nobody can ever tell me that our football broadcasts are not enjoyable. That is some funny stuff right there. 3rd and 14.
Let's do the fake knee. Throw it like Brett Favre used to do.
Or Marino fakes the fourth down and flips it to Clayton. Classic.
That's the play I was thinking about.
Classic.
That was classic. You got the great memory, Vince.
All right, so they're going to basically end up giving the football back to Santa Monica. It's 4th and 16. They're going to let the play clock go down and basically forfeit the football over to Santa Monica, and I can't imagine that Santa Monica will do anything different than what the Renegades have done and just get an end to this football game.
I would assume that the coach for Santa Monica appreciates Coach Chudy not continuing to put the pedal to the metal. You know, we turned the ball over on downs after 4 straight knees. I know some of the third-string guys that got in on that offensive series is like, hey, coach, what's going on? But you know, we got to protect guys. It's a long season. We don't want any more injuries. You know, Santa Monica, for the most part, they've played a classy game. Haven't been too much dirty stuff that we've seen from some of the teams down south up here. But great job, Renegades. Great job, defense. How you feeling, Vance?
I love it. I think the Renegades now have used so many guys in that backfield now that when we get into a tight contest, they're going to be able to call on guys and know, and they're going to be able to say, hey, look, we're late in the 4th quarter. It's 15-15 or 18-18 or whatever it is against the school. We have no qualms about putting in Hakeem Taylor. We have no qualms about putting in anybody to carry the rock.
Oh, how about that Renegade Wildcat formation we saw for the first time?
With the pitch option.
Oh, with the savvy pitch from Shane Jones
to Elijah.
Man, that kid is playing fantastic. It's in his blood.
So now they have Jack Farringer out of Punahou High School from Honolulu, Hawaii. So we've seen a lot tonight. We have seen a lot. And we're under a minute here. And Corsairs are still going to try to make something happen on offense, try to get some experience in the running back position for their league play.
Also an opportunity for these DBs to get their hands on something. And then take it to the house for my 60. Who want to give me 60?
2nd and 7. And movement. And if you see it, you got to call it, apparently, with 29 seconds to go. We will take a quick break when we finish up here, and we'll come back and wrap up with some highlights, verbal highlights. We'll talk about what we've seen, what we look forward to, and kind of wrap up this game, and we will definitely go to a break after this. 56-0.
My first shutout. Well, no, we can't say it yet. Still got the 29 seconds. But
your first game in the 50s and your
first game in my 50s and first game as a shutout as a broadcaster with your VP. I've been waiting on this.
They may throw. Farringer, the quarterback. They stay on the ground, try to grind out something.
And this is where you don't want to be standing around a pal at the end of a game and get that rolled ankle as the Renegades roll.
And that is it. They haven't. Well, the clock is stopped for a second, and nobody can understand the reason why it is stopped. There was no flag. Oh. Yeah, that's what I wondered about. No, that's what I wondered about. I saw.
And there's another injury for the Santa Monica player. So we're going to have to run a snap. Basically, I know you see the guys coming on the field, but we're going to go ahead and call it. Got an injured Santa Monica player, but VP, I'm going to let you end it.
Well, the white hat said, let's start this thing. The cannon went off. Everybody's finished yet except the refs, but now officially they are. And handshakes all around. 56-0, the final score. We will wrap this up, come back right after this break on News Talk 1180 KERN and Bakersfield.com. Back in a moment with the postgame show. Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Valitix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Current Schools is always a tap away. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College Athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gades!
Welcome back, everybody. Vance Palm alongside Kenny Calvin. That's Chris on that camera. Luis is right there with Diana that run the whole technical side of it. Christian's all over the place tonight. Josh, thank you for your help. Nice to have you on the team here. Well, a big win, 56-0. Great job. Our spotter, Coop. Thank you, buddy. See you, bud. Big win for the Renegades. And everybody smiles all around. We're passing out sodas and candy, and it's like, hey, fantastic, you know, a 56-0 win. Corsairs down on the field having a chat with their coach. The Renegades out of here. Kenny, Hard to kind of ask you to wrap up a 56-0 win, but give it a shot.
Well, it was just like I told you. For the first time, I get to see a 50-piece. I get to see a shutout with you in the booth. We've had opportunities to have games like this, but we just haven't been able to close, haven't been able to compete to the finish. From the gate, it seemed like we were overmatched for Santa Monica. Second play of the game, there's a guy knocked out of the game. Hopefully he's all right. But definitely a great effort of getting better, like Coach Chudy asked for all week, by the defense and the offense for that matter. But one thing I want to say wholeheartedly is I love the fact that we found a way to run the football in the red zone. Because if we go back to our first broadcast, I mean, I was like a broken record. I was like, please run the ball in the red zone, run the ball in the red zone. And I had Coach Dean right next to us in that booth, and I think he heard us because we basically ran all over these guys, 300-plus yards rushing and less than 20 yards passing.
Thank you, by the way, I look at Elijah Ortiz, Shane Jones, Cam Roberson, these guys that are going to always get something going for us. You put the ball in their hands, they're going to make something happen. Tonight they were able to stretch out and get in the end zone, pay dirt, put that football in the end zone. They were able to cross that goal line so many times that it starts to get to be memory muscle. This is where I'm supposed to be. This is where I'm supposed to end up. And that certainly is going to help us moving forward. And then you look at the quarterback situation with Josh Medina tonight. Wasn't pressured, didn't have to get in any kind of tight situations. We saw him throw a beautiful long spiral, 50 yards into that back corner right there. Good signs for the Renegades moving forward. But then what I also saw was a defense that no matter what, we're not bending, we're not breaking, we're not even gonna bend really. We blocked the field goal and run it back, 75 yards to make sure that they don't get on the board. That just showed me a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. And the one thing that we didn't talk about right now is the offensive line. Just like you said, they protected well. They opened up holes well. I mean, I can't wait to go back and watch this game myself.
We need to get a sponsor for the Calvin Palm Award. We got to come up with an award, player of the game. We'll get with Fessler, and we'll get a player of the game award going out from one of our corporate sponsors, because tonight we had a couple of big ones. Let's say we made up an award tonight.
Absolutely.
The Kenny Vance Award, or whatever you want to call it. Who would be your player of the game?
Well, I got to be honest with you.
Well,
I'm giving it to the whole offensive line.
Come on, you can't get the first time we give out an award. You're going to give it to the whole line. We're introducing. Yes. You're the best, man.
Yes.
You never cease to amaze me, man. Yeah, that cat loves you because you gave him all my food, man. Now the guy from Santa Monica, he's rolling with his Stan Smiths with all my food. Okay, if I were to give a player of the game, if we had an award to give out, an evening, wrap up kind of an award for the player of the game, I think that I would probably give it to Jalen Simpkins. I know I talked about him early, and I'm not trying to homer it because I brought up his name, but that first hit on the first play line of scrimmage, he pops a dude, then he gets back up a couple times later, and I just think that that type of a player is where we need to hitch our wagon onto going into the future, because that is the statement play we need. It's the kind of player we need. So
you read my mind. If I didn't pick the offensive line, I was going to pick Jalen Simpkins.
For Chris, for Luis, for Diana, for Christian, for Sean, thank you for being with us tonight. Our spotter, Coop, our athletic director, Sandy Taylor, Roger Fessler, Todd Hansen, Keith Ford, Brandon Urie, for Kenny Calvin, myself. Pleasure to have everybody here. For those of you back at News Talk 1180 KERN, back at the station, thank you for being a part of this broadcast as well. Next week, 1:30 pregame, 2 o'clock kickoff in Huntington Beach. If Kenny's not there, it's because he'll be down on the sand somewhere.
I got a 4-day weekend.
He's got a surfing show. He's got it all going on. But
Hang 10 Ken.
In all seriousness, after this 56-0 win, we look forward to the Renegades taking on Golden West at a 2 o'clock kickoff time, 1:30 pregame in Huntington Beach. Look forward to it. Get that bus. If there was ever a time to get on the Rooter bus, it's to Huntington Beach. So have a great weekend. Thanks for being with us. Renegades win big here. Good night and God bless.